as the 2-0 Richland Rams are going to take on the visiting 0-2 Hilltoppers from Westmont High School. Welcome to the Richland Football Broadcast. I am Ed DiMartino along with Tom Shank, Brian Schmidt, and Brian the Sponge Brett on the field. We have a dandy of a football game and a great crowd and great weather for tonight's game. New happenings here in Westmont, Brian. New coach, whole new system.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see a different offense for quite some time. The old wing tee or single wing was ran up at Westmont.
I think everybody interested to see what Westmont's going to come out like. I think I heard a rumor that I think every kid in Westmont, when they heard the coaching staff was going to change, everybody wanted to go out for wide receiver. They did not use them at all over the past few years. Sponge, great conditions on the field. A little bit windier than we're used to, but a beautiful night.
Yeah, it's a little windy down here, but it's not that cold. It's still pretty warm. I'm not going to the sweatshirt yet.
So affecting the football in the air, I mean, kicking game might be a little bit different. How about the passing game, Sponge?
Hey, I look for a big passing game tonight. Arnold Magura is ready to break out, and Jake Regan is about to have a game. Last year, Magura had 3 catches, 78 yards, 3 touchdowns. I look for a little bit of the same tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty good production right there. Let's go back to last week's game as Richland took on Bishop Guilfoyle at Mansion Park and really just played, I think, just an outstanding football game. Lots of heavy hitting. Grayson Mallor, Brody Hollis, and really the whole team as a whole was just fantastic and outstanding. And Brian, big win for the Rams coming in. I mean, have a team like that week 2. How much confidence Richland game from that, and how much do you think it plays into this week? Thinking, hey, you only have Westmont, but how do you think that plays into this game?
I think anytime you beat a team that's ranked high in the state, no matter what classification, that boosts your confidence. I hope that the team, and I'm sure Coach Bailey has them prepared. As a heavy favorite, I would think, coming into the game, that they come out, because I don't think Westmont showed up to lose. They're going to come and play and give it, their best. So, want to make sure you're executing and making the plays.
Yeah, Dom said there's a lot of injuries though on the Westmont side, which is going to really hamper them as well. So they're kind of undermanned a little bit. You've been through this situation before with Coach Bailey, with maybe a big win and then maybe a lesser team coming in. Talk us through that, how that is handled throughout a week.
Yeah, they're definitely going to see the injuries, and they're going to hear kids talking about it during practice and stuff. And I think that they're just going to go and attack those positions that maybe they're a little bit short-staffed at, maybe they don't have as much depth at. They're just going to continue to attack those positions and make those guys step up, make big plays. And usually it works for Richland. I mean, usually the guys don't step up and Richland takes it to them. But I guess we're just going to see how Westmont responds tonight.
All right, and we are going to go through our picks for the week. I'm a little bit down in the standings, but I'm coming back this week. I'm telling you. So, Brian, let's run down the Laurel Highlands picks for this week.
All right, first up game is Bishop Guilfoyle at Bellefonte. Ed, since you're, we'll let you go first.
I appreciate that. I'm taking BG all the way in this one. We saw them last week. Very good football team. I think BG takes care of business.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think BG is just a great football team. I mean, obviously, Richland played one of the best games that I've ever been a part of. I mean, that was just such an impressive team win for the Rams there. I think that Bishop Guilfoyle is definitely going to have a chip on their shoulder, and they're going to bounce back and win this week.
I got a bounce-back win for the Guilfoyle. They'll take them.
Yep, I think BG in this one pretty handily. So next up, we have Bellwood Annis traveling to Huntington.
I am taking Bellwood Annis. I've seen that team over the years. I'm pretty impressed with Bellwood. I'm going Bellwood in this one.
Yeah, I haven't seen much out of Bellwood in the last couple of years, but I have heard some rumors that they're a pretty good football team this year. So I am going to take them to win this one.
I believe Huntington 2-0, and they're at home. I'm taking Huntington.
Yeah, and this one I was struggling back and forth with, and I ended up, in the end, I'm going to take Bellwood Annis in this one. I think it's going to be a close football game. Next up, we have Bedford traveling to Central Cambria.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bison in this one. Always like Bedford's football team, so I'm going to go Bedford.
Yeah, like Ed said, Bedford's always put a solid team on the field, no matter if they're having a down year or whatnot. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Bisons.
I'm going to stick with that down year for Bedford and go with CC at home.
And I'm picking Bedford in this matchup. I don't lose 3 games in a row too often. The next game is a big rivalry game. Tyrone versus Central, with Central being the home team.
Yeah, I'm going Central at home on that field. I'm taking Central.
Yeah, Central's field isn't the best of all time, and Central always, like Bedford, Central always puts a solid team out on the field. So, yeah, I'm going to take Central at home.
And I believe I took Central. Yeah.
And you did, Sponge. You took Central, and I'll take Central as well. Next up, we have McCord at Chestnut Ridge.
Yeah, I'm going to take Bishop McCord in this one as the Richland Rams come out on the field just all in black with the blue shell still. So Richland looking to go 3-0 here. So we'll get back to the picks, but I'm taking McCord for the first time.
Wow, Ed, you've grown, Ed. I mean, I know you're not a huge McCord fan, but they've been playing pretty good ball this year. So, yeah, I think I'm going to stick with McCord to win this one.
I'm going to take McCord this week, but I probably won't take him next week.
I'll take McCourt this week as well. Next game on the list is Phillipsburg Osceola at Clearfield.
I'm definitely taking Clearfield in this one. Not even a thought about it, Clearfield.
Yeah, I've played against Clearfield twice, actually, and last year when we played them, one of their tackles made me do a headstand on the Richland sideline, so that was a little embarrassing. Maybe I have a little bias against them because of that, but yeah, I'm going to take Phillipsburg Osceola to win this one.
I'm taking Phillipsburg also. I'm going with the Hawk.
And I'm going to take Clearfield. It came down to home field for me. Next up, big game. I think going to be one of the bigger games of the year is Penn Cambria at Forest Hills.
Yeah, I think this one's probably going to be a good football game. I'm going to go Penn Cambria. Like what I saw them here in the scrimmage, like what they did. I'm going to go Penn Cambria, but I think that's going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, we saw how they ran the ball. I mean, it's no doubt that they're one of the best teams in LHAC up front, and I think that's how they're going to win this game. I think they're going to win it in the trenches. Give me PC.
Yeah, I'm going to take PC also.
And I'm going to take PC as well as what I expect to be a very physical football game. Then we have Johnstown traveling to Somerset.
Now this one's tough, guys. I mean, it really is tough. I think Johnstown going back to another coach, losing some players. I think Somerset's been growing their program a little bit more, so I'm going to take Somerset down in Somerset.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that Johnstown isn't as good as they were this year, so I think just for that reason I'm going to take Somerset, and not to mention Somerset's at home. Yeah, just give me Somerset for that game.
I'm going to go against the brothers here and go with Johnstown tonight.
And this is where the downfall of Sponge happens. You were pretty happy with your record, and you're going downhill now, Sponge.
Sponge, I think the Bryans are going to be correct in this game because I took Johnstown as well.
Attaboy.
Well, that's good. The leaders are starting to fall. I like it.
And then we have Bald Eagle traveling to Penns Valley, 2-0-2 teams.
Yeah, this one for me is a no-brainer. I'm going Bald Eagle in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bald Eagle. I don't think that there's a lot that has to be said about this game.
I'm going Bald Eagle at home.
Yep, Bald Eagle in this one as well. And then, of course, our last pick of for the week is this game, Westmont Hilltop here at Hurlinger Field against the Richland Rams.
Yeah, no disrespect to Westmont at all. I mean, they're under a new coach, a whole new system, everything else. They have a couple really players that are injured that are big players on this football team. So I'm going to go Richland big in this one. I'm going to say something along the lines of like 56-0.
Yeah, I was just gonna tag right along with that idea. I think I picked the Rams to win this game 42-0. I got that written down.
I got the Rams 45-6.
And I like the Rams in this game 49-6.
So there we go. As the captains come out for the Richland Rams on the field for the coin toss. And the captains are number 65, Gavin Sheets. Trying to catch the other numbers as they're...
I believe it's number 3, Jameer Christian, number 52, Ashton Roberts, and number 23, Braden Nepper.
See, you have a good young mind. I was just watching Mr. Backwards the first, and then you turn around and I forget those numbers right away. So.
Yeah. What I did notice is that the Rams sent out 2 juniors this week, which is very, very odd. I mean, they always send out 3 seniors and 1 junior who's been playing out of their mind. We know that Jameer Christian last week had an insane week. Ashton Roberts was keeping Jake Regan nice and safe in the pocket there. So I do think that they saw a great defense or a great lineman step it up last week, and I think that they saw a great defensive back in Jameer Christian step it up last week, and they couldn't decide, so they just sent them both out.
If you notice, Jameer Christian was up for Player of the Week in some kind of PIAA thing that people could vote on. I didn't see if he won it or not.
Yeah, he had an outstanding football game. The Richland Rams as a whole, I thought last week, just a total team effort. Just the hitting alone, I mean, just unbelievable. The shots that were laid out in that game from both sides. Even Sponge pulled out the slobber knock twice. He pulled out that term, and usually that's like once every couple of games. But my God, twice in the same game was pretty impressive.
Hey guys, just real quick, if people out there didn't see it, Laurel Auto Group has come up with a city championship trophy this year between Richland, Westmont, McCourt, and Johnstown. And tonight's the first game of that. Whoever wins the most out of those 4 gets the city cup.
All right, so Richland is going to kick off. I think they won the toss and decided to defer. So Westmont will get the ball first. Back deep for them is number 5, Marty Radovanek, and number 21, Gavin Torquato. So Matt Radovanek and Torquato back deep for the Hilltoppers. And Mitchell Timsick, who has had an outstanding season so far. I know we're only 2 games in, but man, he hasn't even come close to missing anything yet. Looks really good. Solid at the kicker position, going to come to kick it off for the Richland Rams.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx him here, but he's been absolutely perfect from extra points this year. I mean, I don't think we've seen him attempt anything in field goal range, but I think that the Rams have a lot of confidence in him to go out there and bang a shot for 3 points.
All right, so we're just about underway as Mitchell Timsick is going to address this ball, and the kick is away, and it's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line by Torquato. And Torquato takes a little shot at about the 25 before he goes down. He'll go down at about the 27-yard line. Westmont takes over. First down and 10. So interested to see them come out and not look at that single wing. So I'm looking forward to this game all year.
Guys, Grayson Mala picking up where he did last week. That was him that hit him on that return.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sponge, I wonder if their kick returners watched a little bit of film and saw Grayson Mala absolutely level the kick returner from Bishop Guilfoyle last week and was like, yeah, I don't think I want a piece of that.
All right, so Westmont will come out into the shotgun as Landon Valente will drop back. Actually, that is, as Justin Ray, who throws it out to the left side. And a big gain there for Westmont along the sideline. And will pick up a first down over the 40-yard line. So good first play by Westmont. They come out throwing.
Yeah, I think I've already seen them match their total pass plays from last year.
They came out 3 wide on one side and went to a screen on the other side.
Yeah, they have a big tight end, Fisher Stratton, number 86, 6'2", 185 senior, so pretty good size. Went right to him right away and picked up a nice first down to the 41-yard line of Westmont.
I didn't ever think I'd see this day in my whole lifetime.
All right, Ray back in the shotgun, going to hit us one off to Torquato, and Torquato stuffed at the line of scrimmage and pushed backwards, probably for no gain, maybe a half-yard loss. So good, solid up-front play by the Richland Rams defensive.
Joe Mack on the bottom.
Yep, Joe Mack. Big years for Joe Mack. Brody Hollis, that whole defensive line really playing well.
Yeah, do you guys want to put in some predictions on who do we think is going to win the Richland Sports Network Player of the Game this week?
I'm kind of with Sponge on this one. I'm actually going to go with Arnold McGarwa.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with a receiver, too. I think Jameer Christian, coming off a big week last week, is just going to step up his game and have a big week for the Rams.
All right, second down and 10. This is going to be a keeper by Ray. He will squirt through the middle and take some tacklers with him and still pushing ahead. He's going to get over midfield, still going ahead. Now, this looks like the old Westmont
Rams are cheering.
But now the fumble came out. Richland's got the ball because the whole pile kept moving and moving and moving. Ray must have put the ball on the turf. Richland comes up with Sponge's catch. It
looked to me like Alex Bond ripped the ball from the and that's one of those, they didn't blow the whistle, they kept going, and he ripped it out.
But in that case, the pile was moving forward. It was not forward progress wasn't stop, Ryan. So that's when the play you want to keep moving. But Richland able to break it loose, and Alex Bond comes up with the big turnover. We're 10:51 here in the first quarter. Richland getting their hands on the ball after the turnover by the Westmont Hilltoppers. Jake Regan back to throw. Rolls out to his left, looking downfield. Has a man wide open. Got him! What a great catch. That is Jameer Christian, who you just called on, Dom. Great catch by Jameer. Great throw. He laid it out there for Jameer Christian. He went and got it. And that's a big play down to the 20-yard line of Westmont. 1st and 10, Richland.
Yeah, we hit on this so hard last week. I mean, we kept talking about how football is such a game of momentum. He's coming off a great week, and it obviously snowballed into this week. That was a great catch.
Go in NASCAR.
All right, power backfield here with McEnany and Mala. This one's going to go to McEnany. Joey Mack, big seam at the 10-yard line. Joey Mack will get hit inside the 5-yard line. Goes down. It's going to be 1st down and goal for the Richland Rams.
Joe McEnany to the west side line.
We could have drove a Mack truck through that hole, guys.
Yeah, he almost picked his spot where he wanted to go, Sponge. And then when he saw it, he burst through it and gets all the way down to about the 4-yard line. So 1st down and goal for the Richland Rams. What looked like a promising start of a drive for Westmont, which we haven't seen in a long time. A pass, a couple runs, but unfortunately on a big quarterback keeper by Ray, he put the ball on the turf.
I have the experience. I'll do it all over again.
Yeah, I think this is going to be pick and choose for Coach Bailey on who he wants to put the ball in the end zone with.
All right, this is Regan. He's going to get it to Mala. Mala will go straight ahead.
He's in.
And he will go in. It's a touchdown for the Richland Rams. Grayson Mala, 4 yards out. Puts the Rams up 6-0, betting the extra point.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick drive for the Rams there. I mean, that was like they just kind of walked right down the field and did whatever they want.
Yeah, they started the ball at about the 48-yard line or so of Richland, and went really a couple plays. Like three plays. Big pass to Jameer Christian. Good run by Joey Mack into the 4, and then Grayson Mala from 4 yards out takes it in. Good snap, good hold, kick is away. Timpson, it got tipped a little bit, but still didn't get through. But it did get tipped at the line of scrimmage, but still has enough juice to get through. Richland goes up 7-0 with 9:48 remaining in the first quarter. So far, I like what I saw out of Westmont, though, Brian. Came out automatically throwing the ball to the big tight end, picked up a 1st down, went to the run, got stuffed on the first one, then kept Ray. And Ray got into Richland territory. Kyle kept dragging forward to, almost whatever yard line it was before it was stripped out. Alex Bond jumps on it.
Yeah, I think they're going to come back to that screenplay a little bit later in the game. Maybe run some rollouts right, and then after a couple rollouts right, they're just going to have them turn around to that screen pass again. I mean, that worked almost flawlessly for the Hilltoppers.
It looks like Richland on offense is going to be able to do whatever they want tonight.
I was just going to say,
just my opinion after 3 plays.
I agree. They're going to be able to control whatever they want to do. It's in their hands. Whatever play they want to run, barring a mistake, they're going to have the pick of the litter here.
Yeah, like I said, Sponge, when they were down on the 2-yard line, it was pretty much just whoever Coach Bailey wanted to get in the end zone there. I don't think there was going to be much of a challenge.
Grayson Mala wants to keep that chain as he was our player of the week last week.
Yeah, he's already fighting for it. I'm excited to see what he's going to do on this kickoff here.
All right, so Timsick want to kick it off for the Rams again at the Matt Renavonic and Turquato back deep. For the Hilltoppers, kick is away. Fielded just about the 15-yard line. I believe this is Turquato again. And Turquato takes a shot as he came across the 30. And we'll say Westmont will take over at their own 33-yard line. And on the bottom of the pile, see who's getting up there. Is that Joey Ragno? Is that number 45?
It is. That is Joey.
Yeah, it looked like Dragno, Pugh, and Tresnicki. And Tresnicki's in for Hosteller right now. It looks like Hosteller's dealing with something over here.
All right, they're going to spot this one back to the 31-yard line. And it'll be Ray. That's going to go into the shotgun here. 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Looking to his right and dropped. That was number 7, Tyler Galati, who drops the pass. I don't know if somebody got a fingertip on that. The ball came out a little wobbly.
Pass intended, number 7.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't have a lot of practice throwing the ball at QB. I mean, he's only had really 1 year, 1 summer. I think that they started doing some 7-on-7 stuff this summer. I play baseball with Justin Ray, so yeah, I like the kid. He's a good kid.
All right, second down and 10. As Ray goes back into the shotgun. Ray back to throw. Quick throw out to his right, and it will fall incomplete. Again, looking for Galati, and it will go off his fingertips and fall incomplete. Third down and 10.
Nepper was on the coverage, and Joe Mack was barreling in.
That's got to hurt as a quarterback. I mean, hitting your receiver twice in the hands on back-to-back plays and just watching it hit the turf twice.
Yeah, that one was a little tougher catch for Galati. As he threw it maybe just over the outstretched hands.
Pretty good coverage by the Rams, though. I mean, they tried to run like a little pick play, it looked like, but it looks like the Rams saw right through it.
I go on power backfield here for the Hilltoppers. And Ray puts it together. There's a flag out in the play. May have been a little false start. Or was it offside on Richland, Brian?
I think it was an illegal motion, and they're declining it.
Yeah, it's going to be a legal motion, so they're going to decline it. And
they're calling it a legal shift.
Yeah.
They had two guys in motion.
All right, so Westmont going to have to punt this one away. So the second drive goes nowhere. And back deep for the Rams is going to be number 3, Jameer Christian. And what I like about Jameer Christian, in years past, Sponge, we've seen almost the Richland punt returner is told not to touch the football. That's a big block. Block is on the turf. This is going to be number 5.
Jackson Feitel.
He's going to take it up and go into the end zone for Richland Rams. Touchdown off the punt block. Not sure who got the fingertips on that punt.
Joe Mack.
Joey McEnany blocks the punt. Jackson Feitel picks it up, and it's another Richland score.
Punt block by number 14, Joe McEnany. Followed up by the scoop and score.
We can see that the Rams have lost absolutely no energy from last week. I mean, they're still running around, jumping, hitting each other. They're having a lot of fun out in the field, and you can definitely see it.
All right, 13-0 now, pending the extra point, as Mitchell Timsick will line it up. Good snap, good hold. This one is clear of everybody's fingertips and goes through the uprights easily to put the Rams up 14-0 here with 9:04 remaining in the first quarter. So Richland takes no time once again on the punt block. They've only run 3 offensive plays and they're up 14-0. So it's going to be a big night for Richland. And at this moment, I'm going to run down our sponsors. We can't thank them enough. So thank you to everyone for allowing this broadcast to happen. Thank you to the Richland Boosters. Thank you to the First Summit Bank, First Team Advertising, Able Pest Control, Advanced Office Systems, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape and Curbing, DB Homes, Beeline Express Trucking, Beauty Lawn, Best Window and Door Company, Cardellino Eye Care, Chen Soon Chong Medical Center, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, The Willow, FWF Insurance, Erie Insurance, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Johnstown Insider, Next Gen Amusements, Moore Family Dentistry, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Laurel Auto Group, RPM Signs, Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Managed Physical Therapy, Flair of Country, RNDT, Market Basket, Mahalco's, and Grayson Lawn Care.
What do you say, Ed? Are we going to split the sponsors list between us 3 or us 2?
Whatever you want to do, guys. Yeah, it's fine with me. Whatever you want to do. Next reading, I'll take the paper.
I'll take the next reading.
All right, Mitchell Timsick on to kick it off again for the Richland Rams. As Radovanik and Turquato back deep again for the Hilltoppers. It's kind of getting old hat to say that, but third time Mitchell Timsick is kicking off. This one taken inside off the fingertips into the end zone.
That'll be a touchback.
And Turquato, can't believe he let it go through his fingertips, goes in the end zone for a touchback.
Brian, can you explain that one? Even though it hits his hands, it's still a touchback.
Yeah, anytime a kick goes into the end zone, it's a touchback. And it's still a kick after a player touches it. It's a kick until it's possessed.
Okay, now, is there a rule to prevent the player from, maybe if it's pinned on the one, just like hitting it back into the end zone or giving
that would be an illegal bat.
Okay.
So
Brian, we didn't have you last week, but we have a rule that you can go over for us here in a second about the player getting hit in the end zone and fumbling forward.
High ball at the 20-yard line of Westmont. First down and 10 for them. And this is a handoff straight up the middle and nowhere. The Richland Ram defense right there to meet the ball carrier. In fact, almost took the handoff themselves.
Number 21, Gavin Torquato.
Tresnicki and Mala.
So Torquato.
So Brian, the quarterback was sacked in the end zone. The ball rolled out of the end zone. Richland recovered. I had thought that would be a safety, but you say not.
No, to go back, if a player recovers, it'll go to the spot of the recovery. If that ball would have rolled out of bounds, it would have been a safety.
All right, back to throw, second and 10, and he's going to get smashed. Two Richland Rams are right there. As that is number 56, I believe, on the tackle.
They're going to bring that up to the 11.
And guys, it looks like Matt Hostetler might be done for the night. He took the pads off. So we're going to see a lot of Tresnicki.
That's definitely not a good sign looking at Hostetler on the sideline. I mean, that's one of your seniors. That's definitely a guy who's been playing well this year. Obviously, a big contributor to the win last week. So that's just not a good look to see him out of the game so early.
I just hope it's nothing serious and something that he can come back quickly from. So it's a short week this week, as next week Richland Rams will take on the Bishop McCourt Carroll Crushers down at the Point Stadium. Third down and 18 after the big loss of play. 7:39 remaining here in the first quarter. And going for it deep goes Ray, and that will go into empty space and will fall incomplete again. Now Westmont going to have to punt. And how scared is the punter, Brian, as the last one got blocked for a touchdown?
Yeah, I think he's just hoping somebody doesn't get another free run at him like Joe Mack did the last punt.
Yeah, it looked like the quarterback just tossed it up to get rid of it because there was no receivers downfield.
Yeah, Sponge, there was some pressure coming off the edge there. I mean, I didn't see who hit him, but when I looked back in the backfield, he was laying on his back. So might have just thought to get rid of that one quick.
This one is away, short punt. Bounces at the 30-yard line of Westmont and actually goes backwards, takes a Richland bounce. So Richland takes over an excellent field position right about the 29-yard line of the Hilltoppers.
Joe Mack was in there again, almost blocked it.
Oh, yeah. So the ball is touching the 30-yard line, so we'll say 30-yard line, first down and 10. Richland already deep into Westmont territory. Already leading now 14-0 with 7:23 remaining here in the first quarter.
You know, we talked about this earlier, about this game maybe getting away from us and hoping no injuries, but Hostetler's out.
All right, back to throw goes Regan, looking for
he's open.
For McGarrah, open. McGarrah, good coverage actually.
And there's defensive pass interference.
That's all he could do. That was Fisher Stratton in coverage, and really all he could do was to put his arms on and push over McGarrah. So,
yeah, I was going to say before that play started, Arnold McGarrell obviously has great height, so I was going to say maybe give him a deep shot there. But then I looked, and it was number 86, Fisher Stratton, lined up against him, who's listed as a defensive end. I wonder if they schemed for him to play corner this week or just follow Arnold McGarrell around to, kind of keep that height matchup pretty similar.
I wonder if you can move McGarrell around a little bit, try to shift out of that and get the matchup you want. Right now, Arnold is staying on Fisher Stratton here, so.
Yeah, I'd have to guess that Arnold's a little bit faster, so maybe try and beat him with a hitch or something, let Arnold get out in the open field.
All right, first down and 10 now for the Rams at the Westmont 15. Regan back to throw. He's got a clean pocket, throws it into the end zone, will fall incomplete. Few receivers in the general vicinity, but there's a little miscommunication, but it was thrown into kind of an empty space.
Jake Rickens' pass, we'll say intended for number 3.
Yeah, it looked like he threw that one away. I don't think he had anything. He just figured he threw it out of the end zone.
There's kind of two receivers, the ball went right between them. Yeah, you wonder if just he didn't like the look and just kind of threw it away.
I wonder if Westmont keeps pulling their safety down and running a cover zero look. I wonder if the Rams will try and bang a post out over the top. It looks like they have a high safety now, but the play before they left Arnold McGarrell on single coverage with no safety help over there.
All right, second down and 10 for the Rams. Again at the Westmont 15 already leading 14-0. Regan back to throw. Regan got slammed as he got the throwaway, but it's caught. And I believe that's Arnold McGarrell who comes down with the catch. So Regan took a shot. Ball came forward. McGarrell catches it. So positive yards for the Richland Rams. Going to put this one right around. See where they spot this ball. Is it inside the 10?
Bring up a Richland, third down and 2.
Yeah, I mean, that was just kind of what we saw from Bishop Guilfoyle last week, where he just chucked that screen pass in the air. I mean, it was caught and went for a good gain. Good thing that one went in the Rams' favor because that could have ended up in disaster.
That could be third down and 3. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. Again, this is easily 4-down territory for the Rams. if they don't pick us up. Quick throw out to Bond, and Bond is going to take it into the end zone. So a quick read out to Alex Bond on the left side, and it is a Richland Ram touchdown.
Yeah, they threw right at, fortunately, right at a Westmont blitzer, and that took one of the defenders right where the ball went away. So,
and again, the report now, Don, with Alex Bond. Saw a big catch from Alex Bond last week for a touchdown. Goes right back to Alex Bond this week. Has his second touchdown in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we were looking for a third receiver to step up this year. It looks like he might be the one.
All right, Mitchell Timsick on to attempt the third extra point here for the Rams. This one is up, and Mitchell Timsick will remain perfect with 66-22 remaining in the first quarter. Richland already leading 21-0. Dom, there you go, buddy.
All right, I want to give a special thank you to First Summit Bank, First Team Advertising, Able Pest Control, Advanced Office System, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape and Curbing, DB Homes, Beeline Express Trucking, Beauty Lawn, Best Window and Door Company, Cardellino Eye Care, Chan Soon Shong Medical Center, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino DMD, The Willow, FWF Insurance, Erie Insurance, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Johnstown Insider, Next Gen Amusements, Moore Dentistry, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Precious Metals and Diamonds, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Laurel Auto Group, RPM Signs, State Senator Wayne Langerholt, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Vantage Physical Therapy, Flair of Country, RNDT, Market Basket, Mahalco's, and Grayson Lawn Care.
And just a little thing to RPM Signs. When you get the Amicus Trophy for the Pitt Penn State event at Wimber Country Club, remember, it's spelled P-I-T-T is your winner, okay?
Oh, yeah, Ed and Brian, do you guys want to...
Not this year. Sorry, Ed.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought battle. Yeah, we got to give it to Penn State. They did beat us. It was a close event. It was a great day. Everybody had a blast. And then, more importantly, proceeds went to the Wounded Warriors. So $2,300 raised that day for the Wounded Warriors. So thank you to all Wimber Country Club for having us, letting us have that event for, this is year number 17.
And we are
Penn State.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Mitchell Timsick on to kick it off for the fourth time in this game. And this is going to be picked up inside the 10-yard line. Big stick there again.
I think that was Alex Bond.
As Turquato took a shot. And I think Alex Bond, puts the hit on him.
Yeah, I think he's done a great job getting involved in this year's team. I mean, we saw he made a couple really nice plays against Central Cambria on defense. He came back and made that huge touchdown reception against Bishop Guilfoyle last week. Obviously, that bubble right there for a touchdown. If he's someone that the Rams can continue to get involved in the offense, I think they're going to have no chance going far in the season.
Hey, we got Jackson Vitale was in on that too. I saw him get up from
Jackson's already got a touchdown tonight off the punt return. He picked it up right in the end zone. So good night for Jackson Vitale so far.
Yeah, don't forget he made that amazing catch, that amazing back shoulder catch to knock over the pylon at Bishop Guilfoyle last week.
All right, first down and 10 at their own 21. Come the Hilltoppers and a crease up the middle. Turquato takes it over the 30-yard line. Going to be a first down for the Hilltoppers.
And Brian, that was another thing we needed you for last week. He's backing up. He catches it as he goes down over the pylon.
With the assist by number 1, Grayson Mallon.
It's just the ball that has to get over it.
that's right. Yeah, it's the player has not a lot to do with the touchdown there. You need the ball to break the plane of the goal line.
All right, so ball spotted at the 34-yard line. 13-yard gain on first down for the Hilltoppers as Ray goes back into the shotgun. First down and 10. Ray going to keep it himself, and this time met in the backfield.
Yeah, it looks like Ashton Roberts was the first one to wrap him up there with a bunch of blue helmets following.
Good job by Ashton Roberts blowing that play up. That's the one that went for big yardage the first time that Ray kept that ball before he fumbled it. And this time Richland Rams already in the backfield. Couple yard loss back to the 32. Second down and 12. We got 5:09 remaining here in the first quarter. Richland already up 14-0. As Ray into the gun. Ray back to throw. Quick throw out to his left. Has a man who is met as he caught the ball. Going to be tackled shy of the 40-yard line. Let's give him the, looks like maybe the 37. Going to bring up third down.
One thing I've seen out of the Rams that I think has been key to their success in this year, I've seen so many people move into the ball. No matter if one person has them wrapped up or 10, that 11th guy is always flying to the ball. They're always team tackling. It's hardly ever one guy making the tackle.
Yeah, there was about 5.
That brings up a third
It's like
down.
Nate Pugh might got a little shaken up.
Yeah,
as he
Nate
came
Pugh
to the
was walking
sideline.
off a little bit shaken up.
3rd down and 6 for the Hilltoppers. Quick throw again, out to the right side, and the ball will fall incomplete. Maybe a little incidental contact between Jackson Fitel and Torquato. Took Torquato out of the play. No flag on the play.
It looked like they were trying to run a little bit of a pick play. The receivers crossed each other.
You got to feel for the Westmont quarterback, Justin Ray. I mean, he is getting absolutely zero time in the pocket. He's
Yeah,
pretty
he's
much
getting
got to catch and throw it.
All right, I think this is Stratton who punts it away. Gets this one away. Low kick. Jameer Christian picks it up at about the 25-yard line, out to the 35, the 40. Cuts back inside. There's a flag on the play. It's probably going to be a hold on Richland.
Yep.
But Jameer is running great as he crosses midfield over the 40. The 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. And he's going to take this one to the house, but unfortunately,
it's coming
this
back.
one's going to come back. So
Grayson got another 3 points.
And Grayson knows that he's got hands on his hip.
He gets confused. He's not wrestling.
Yeah, this one's coming back. So this is second return this year, Sponge, on a punt that comes back.
Yeah, you can't have those mistakes, especially against good teams like next week.
So it would have been a big 75-yard punt return for Jameer Christian. There's going to be a holding call on the Richland Rams. They're going to back this one up.
Fortunately for Jameer, I'm sure that's not going to be his last opportunity to return a punt for a touchdown tonight.
I said, what I like about Jameer in the years past, like I said, we've watched enough Richland football in some years past. They almost told their guys, get away from the football, don't catch it, don't make a mistake. Jameer has no fear of that. He comes up, he catches every ball. He actually picks it off the turf and runs with it, and has done a great job for the Rams on a punt return.
I remember my freshman year, he was splitting punt returns with Austin Yarnick, and there was a punt that landed about the 5-yard line, and he went and caught it over his shoulder. But he had a great return. I mean, Coach Ripple said, yeah, he probably shouldn't catch it over the shoulder, but good job.
1st and 10 Rams from their own 30. As Regan goes back to throw. Regan has a man, and that's McGarrow. McGarrow at the 50. McGarrow 40. Makes a little shake and bake move as he picked up a couple more yards. Big first down for the Rams into Westmont territory. It's down the 35-yard line. 3:37 remaining here in the first quarter. Richland on the move again. They've had 2 possessions now, basically, and 2 touchdowns on the offense and 1 touchdown with a punt return.
I don't think this is
a fumble return.
I don't think it's the look that the Hilltoppers want. I mean, Jameer Christian's in single coverage with. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to attack that.
And Regan going to attack it. Has a man in the end zone. Touchdown! Jameer Christian. So Jameer Christian continues to have another huge night as he did last week at Bishop Guilfoyle. Another great throw, another great catch. So Jameer didn't get the touchdown on a punt return, but picks it up here on a big scoring strike.
Yeah, as I was saying, right before that ball was snapped, I mean, I don't think that was the look the Hilltoppers wanted. Fisher Stratton, who's been following Arnold McGarrow last night, got matched up with Jameer Christian, who is very fast, very shifty. I mean, he's listed as a defensive end on here. I don't think that's a guy you want covering someone who can make a big play like that.
All right, Mitchell Timsick on again. This one is up, and Mitchell Timsick remains perfect as he puts this one through with 3:29 remaining in the first quarter. Richland up 28-0.
Hey guys, hold on one sec. McGarrah is getting some looks from some big schools, but when scouts are here, they're going to see Jameer Christian as a player. He puts some weight on. He can play at the next level.
And we'd like to thank our sponsors, First Summit Bank, First Team Advertising, Able Pest Control, Advanced Office Systems, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape and Curbing, DB Homes, Beeline Express Trucking, Beauty Lawn, Best Window and Door Company, Cardolino Eye Care, the Chan Shun Tsung Medical Center, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, The Willow, FWF Insurance, Erie Insurance, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Johnstown Insider, Next Gen Amusements, More Dentistry, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Precious Metals and Diamonds, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Laurel Auto Group, RPM Signs, State Senator Wayne Langerholt, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Vantage Physical Therapy, Flair of Country, RNDT, Market Basket, Mahalco's, and Grayson Lawn Care.
Thank you, one and all. We cannot do this without you. There's still time to get on board as well if you want to be a sponsor. Still plenty of weeks left in this season. Just get hold of the Richland football boosters. They will tell you all you need to know, and you'll be on the broadcast every week and talked about a lot.
Yeah, while we're on that topic, I just want to give a thanks to my mom and dad, and I would like to give a thanks to Stone for getting me out here. Stone, I'm having a lot of fun, man. This is such a great opportunity that you introduced me to, so I just want to say thank you.
All right, Mitchell Timsick going to kick it off again, and this is Westmont returning it to about the short of the 30-yard line, but a player down for Westmont. That was Turquato once again on the return, but unfortunately an injured Westmont player down on the turf.
Brian, what's the rule on the 35 points? Is it any time in the game or just second half with the running clock?
No, second half you have to be up 35 or more at the end of the first half, or any time in the second half starts the running clock.
All right, so we're going to step aside as they attend to the injured Westmont player. I'll be back with you shortly. You are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network. All right, we are back as they got number 6, Caleb Johnson, back up to his feet. Good to see. He went down pretty hard, and little help off the field, not putting any weight on one of his legs, so I wish him the best as well. It's one thing you don't want to see is injuries in this game. You want to see a good, hard-fought football game, but everybody leaving on their own power, and we pray for a quick recovery for him. Hope he's okay.
As someone who went down on the football field, it is, it's much better to get up and walk on one leg than it is to have to be lifted up and put on a cart.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, so with 3:19 remaining here in the first quarter, Richland already up 28-0. The Hilltoppers will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line. They have a couple first downs in this game, showed some signs of life on offense. Ray, another quick throw, and met quickly there as a good closing speed by Arnold McGarwa takes down the receiver.
Yeah, we saw Arnold McGarwa move to cornerback last week, and him and Jameer Christian, they just had absolutely perfect weeks as cornerbacks. I can't recall any huge plays off the top of my head. Maybe one deep ball for a touchdown, but maybe it was just a miscommunication. They played through the hands. They broke up passes. They drove on slants. They were making big hits. If they continue to do that, Richland's going to have the skies locked up all year.
And Nate Pugh's back in. I think he just was shook up a little bit.
And that was Jared Surloff who made that reception for the Hilltoppers and picked up 4 yards. So second down and 6 to the 32-yard line. And Ray back to throw again. Has a little shoulder fake and throws this one up. It's going to be picked off. Jameer Christian has a little stutter move. He's at midfield, makes a move at the 45, and he's taken down at about the 43. So Jameer Christian just continues his big night. I got ahead of you, Dom. He called us earlier in the game.
I saw him after the
broadcast. That is his man to be the player of the game.
I saw him after the touchdown. I said, "You want that chain that's this week?" He said, "Yes, I do."
There you go. Well, he's going to get it. He's already got a touchdown pass, an interception.
Looked like maybe a little bit of miscommunication. It looked like the quarterback gave a little hitch, maybe for a hitch and go. He obviously threw the deep ball for it. It just his receivers didn't.
Right. So there was a hitch, but there was no go.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Jameer on the bench. Hopefully he's okay. I think he's just taking a breather. As this is Grayson Malla, who will take it off right tackle and get over the 40-yard line. So again, Richland just with excellent field position. 5-yard carry on first down, becomes second down and 5 at the 38-yard line of Westmont. As Regan looks at the sideline for the play, will come out in the empty backfield. And sometimes, this means it could be a quarterback keeper for all you know. They're showing you a pass.
I like maybe a little quick pass to McGarrow here with Mala as the lead blocker.
Oh, it got picked off. Oh, that was the play, but it was picked off. And number 24 for the Hilltoppers, that was Josiah Jashinsky, who intercepted that pass, stepped right in front, and really hard to bring down. He dragged a couple Richland players forward. Now, Westmont is in business in Richland territory at the 39-yard line.
They may have telegraphed that one a little too much.
So first down and 10 at the Richland 39 for the Westmont Hilltoppers. Trying to get back in this game as they're down 28-7. We still have 1:29 remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a great play. Coming off the edge, get your hands up. Not only knock it down, but pick it off and get some great return yards, too.
Yeah, he kept turning those legs. Richland could not get him down. He almost broke free. Richland did a good job of getting down to the ground. As Ray back to throw again. Ray throws this one out to the right side. Tipped off the fingertips. After Quada will fall incomplete. Second down and 10. So Westmont coming out throwing. Then again, you're down 28-0. Runs really not doing much of anything since that big quarterback keeper in the early in the first quarter, but that resulted in a fumble.
Yeah, and for the Westmont players that have been playing for 2 or more years, this is just some uncomfortable waters to be in here. I mean, they got to throw the ball, which they haven't really ever resorted to. Even when they were down big in a game like this last year, they're still going to come out in that wing tee and just hand the ball off right up the middle.
All right, so Ray back to the gun. Ray going to keep it himself. And again, the whole 2 defenders there from Richland already meeting Ashton Roberts. I'm not sure if that was Tresnicki is there as well.
Yeah, Ashton was in there in like 2 seconds.
So it pushes the ball back to the 41-yard line. 2-yard loss on the play.
They'd be alert for that screen pass they started the game off with here in this situation.
Yeah, it looks like they subbed out Chase Tresnicki and put Jackson Fitel in for a little bit more help in the skies. The Rams have continued to go into that in 3rd and long situations, and it seems to work out very well throughout the season.
All right, 3rd down and 12. 3 wide receivers to the right for Westmont. Torquato in the backfield with Ray. Ray back to throw, rolls out to that right side. It's going to throw this one over the middle, and that one fall incomplete. You're going to call a pass interference, I believe, here on Richland. I think it might have been Jameer Christian may have grabbed a man a little bit.
I think it was Jackson.
Yeah, it looks like
Jackson Fitel.
Yeah, it looks like Fitel was just tapping his chest.
Number 3, it's number 5, Jackson Fitel, who's going to get the 15-yard penalty for the pass interference.
Turns out to be defensive holding.
That's going to be a 10-yard defensive holding penalty. So will not be an automatic. Is this automatic first down?
It is not an automatic first down. It'll be 3rd down.
So 3rd down and about 1, it looks like. Maybe 3rd down and 2. They're going to have to get to the 29. Ball at the 31-yard line.
And a long one. We'll call it 2.
All right, Ray back into the shotgun. 3rd down and 2. Quick pass once again out to the right side. Has a man. It's caught right at the sticks. It should be enough for the first down. That is Fisher Stratton, who has a first down for the Hilltoppers, as they now have the ball at the Richland 29-yard line.
They're going to take it to the end of the quarter here.
Yeah, time winding down. 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Westmont just going to head to the sidelines. But Richland has a big first quarter, 28-0 here already at Hurlinger Field. Just a big offensive explosion by the Rams. It started out with a fumble by the Hilltoppers. Richland got the ball, I think, somewhere around their own 45-yard line. End up in a 4-yard run by Grayson Mallett. Only 3 plays it took for the Rams to cover all that ground. And then a block punt ends up by Joey McInerney, ends up with Jackson Fitel picking it up and running it in the end zone for another Richland score. And then it was an Alex Bond touchdown reception in the left corner of the end zone to put the Rams up 21-0. And then Jameer Christian on a 35-yard scoring strike from Jake Regan in the same left corner of the end zone puts the Rams up 28-0.
You know, Ed, I think I mentioned this off the broadcast last week, but I missed my opportunity to do the Jake Regan to Alex Bond and then hit the. Oh wait, wrong one.
Attention, please.
I hit the right one.
Come on, Ryan.
I hit the right one, dog.
I missed my opportunity. I'm sure we'll see him back in the end zone a little bit later, and I won't miss my opportunity then. Hey, that's a great joke. That's a good one. That's a good joke.
They just announced the class of 1975 is here tonight for the 50th class reunion.
Nice. I'm a class of 85, so I'm only 10 years off of that already. That's pretty scary.
Dang, you're old.
I know. My goodness. Holy Lord.
Ed, you're going to have to take a week off and come back for your class reunion. You're going to have to take a week off the broadcast. Maybe me and Stone will come back.
Unfortunately, we don't do class reunions, unfortunately, so that's not going to happen. All right, so Westmont will come out to start the second quarter. They have the ball at the Richland 28-yard line, they'll call it. First down and 10 off the interception. Westmont on the move. Ray back to throw, has to throw it away quickly off his back foot. Picked off again, Jameer Christian. Once again, his second pickoff of the game. And Jameer Christian will return this one over the 30-yard line to the 31. So Jameer Christian now almost running away with the gold chain right now. It's fun.
Yeah, I might just give it to him now. Move that way.
Yep. Jameer having a big game.
Yeah, I hit the nail right on the head with that guess, didn't I? That was a great guess.
Good job.
Yep.
You're Nostradamus this week.
Yep, that's his third interception in 2 weeks now. Had one last week at BG, the one that Sponge called, and 2 so far in this ball game alone. And we were only 11:50 here remaining in the second quarter. So,
Does he have 5 on the year now?
I'm not sure if he had a couple in the first game or not. No, he had 1 last week and 2 this week so far. All right, Nala, who was going to go into Wildcat, now able to spin forward for a couple yards to the 33, bring up second down and 8.
Yeah, Sponge, you mentioned that he was on that ballot for PIAA Player of the Week or something of that sort. I mean, he's definitely had the performance tonight to put himself right back up at the top of that ballot.
Jackson Feitel will check in as Grayson Nala will check out. Second down and 8 for the Richland Rams. Ball at their own 33-yard line. 11:21 remaining in the second quarter. Richland up big 28-0. Regan back to throw. Steps up, fires, has a man on the right side. Jameer Christian is going to be gone. I believe he's got it. Yes, Jameer Christian. There was one player that could have got him. That was number 7, Tyler Galati, who had it a little bit of an angle. But Jameer Christian able to shake that off and go into the end zone. That's a huge Richland Ram touchdown from the 33-yard line. 67-yard pass from Regan to Jameer Christian, his second touchdown reception of the game.
Looked like a little bit of a busted coverage there. I mean, the guy that was supposed to be in the flats didn't follow Jameer Christian, and the guy that was covering Arnold McGarrell, Arnold ran him down the middle of the field, left Jameer wide open on the boundary for a wide open catch, and he got some pretty good yards after catch there.
All right, Mitchell Timsick on to attempt the extra point. This one is up, and this one's going to be good. So Mitchell Timsick just continues being perfect on the extra points. And we're at that time, guys. We can start talking about it. 35-0 already, but if the score holds up this way or even more, it will be a running clock as we go into the second half of this football game. And I know Richland's going to want more, and I'm sure Coach will keep in the first string guys here for the rest of the way, finish out the half, and then we'll see what happens as we go to the second half.
Yeah, and I believe, if I recall, that you used to stop the clock to set the sticks even in the running clock, and I believe now they got rid of that finally.
Yeah, just let it run.
Yeah, because they called it a running clock, but there was all kind of situations where it still stopped.
Well, we hope to find out. The score has to say this way or better. And Mitchell Timson.
Guys, we were talking about getting some younger players in tonight. The JV has a game tomorrow at like 10 a.m. So What do you do there? I mean,
I think
you play them a little bit?
Yeah, I do. I think you put them out there, let them come out on a Friday night, seriously. Get a taste of what it's all about. Let them play in front of a big crowd. I say, yeah, let them play. Absolutely.
Number 5, Matthew, right up on it. Number 21.
Man, that's what it's all about, right? Running on that field on a Friday night.
Yeah, when I was a freshman, I got put in some pretty big shoes to fill. I mean, Grayson Mahler led the Rams to a perfect season up until, and obviously I came out and finished it with a lot of help of my defense. It's definitely better to get a little bit acclimated, get your feet in the water when you're an underclassman, freshman, sophomore. Just get your toes in the water, get used to what it's like on Friday night, so then it doesn't seem as big when you get a little bit older.
This ball bounces away from Turquato. He's going to go back and get it. That one did not help Mountain go in the end zone, Brian, and he's going to take a pounding there by about 4 Richland Ram players before he goes down.
Yeah, he ran up to the ball and kind of stopped and let it bounce in front of him. and it took a Rams bounce. By the time he was able to field it, the Rams coverage was there to make the play.
Yeah, I think Alex Bond was the first one there and finished off by Nate Pugh, I believe.
And guys, Arnold, Magura, and Jameer Christian were on the bench, and Arnold said, just give him the chain. Just give him the chain now.
All right, so we'll see. I mean, Jameer Christian having just an absolutely monster first half, and we still have 10:57 remaining here in the second quarter. And he's already got 2 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions. Would have had a punt return if not for the holding call. So huge half so far for Jameer Christian. All right, backed up all the way to the 10-yard line, or the Westmont Hilltoppers. They'll try a little run off of left tackle, and that one will be taken down for a short gain, as this one was maybe at the 8-yard line when they started. It's going to be second down at about 8.
Mala and Ragno on the bottom of that.
It's obviously not the game that, Westmont wants to happen. This isn't how they want it to go. But I got to give props to them. They're sticking to the game plan. They're sticking to their offense. I mean, they're not resorting to, anything that they've been doing in the past. I got to give it to them. It's a new offense. Kids are still learning it for the first time. So I still got to give them some props for, switching up the offense and making it a little more fun to watch.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Ray, quick throw. And he is met immediately, as that was Galati, I believe, and he's taken down quickly. Trying to see who was in coverage, if that was...
that was number 23, Braden Nepper.
So Nepper having a very good season so far. A little long side, but I like what I've seen out of 23.
I was going to say, he played last year injured all year. He had a club on his hand for most of the year. He ended up not being able to play in the title game. He's a player they need this year.
That's a loss on the play. 3rd down and 13 for the Hilltoppers.
I was a little bit confused with that play call. It looks like they had one guy out there trying to block 2. It just left Braden Nepper with a wide open shot on the receiver.
All right, Ray hands this one off, and this one's going to go nowhere. A big pile of humanity there in the middle. Stripped the ball away. Was Nate Pugh, but they're going to say the play was dead. And unfortunate for Westmont, probably they got a punt again, and punts haven't been so smooth.
No, and they're backed up to their to the end line in the end zone. So this will be interesting. The Richland's had a good rush on all the punts tonight. In fact, they blocked the first punt. So
I think they're bringing in a new punter too. And Richland maybe jumps off sides as Joey Mack jumped offside. We'll give them just a little more space, a little 5 yards. Or are they going to call it a false start? No, it's false start on Westmont. So
it looks like Arnold Magura is back for the punt, and Jameer is still on the sidelines. I think he's just taking a breather. I hope so. He's having a great game.
Yeah, Jameer's been heavily involved in this game, probably hopefully just taking a breather, as Sponge said. And a long time to get that punt away, but it's a good one. And that will be picked up by Owen Magura, who will make a move past the 40-yard line now, the 35, the 30, keeping those legs turning. Arnold Magura is going to go all the way for the punt return. Arnold Magura picked this one right around the 45-yard line or so, and able to go for the punt return. Big strides by Arnold Magura. Once he broke the tackle, I think Brian just went, uh-oh.
Well, there was nothing on that side, and I didn't see anybody that had an angle that could get to him.
Jameer Christian, he can do it too as he scampers in for Richland. Touchdown.
Ed, at what point do you just stop taking the punt team off the field? I mean, it hasn't resulted good. The best punt I think they've had today was the one that got called back for the holding.
Yeah.
At some point, you just got to, let the offense on the field and give them a chance to convert no matter what the 4th and distance is.
Bishop Timsick pushed this one through, but there's a flag on the play. And we'll see what this is all about. As of right now, it's 42-0. Richland Rams.
Well, it's on Westmont because the referee's asking Brandon if he wants that enforced on the kickoff. Running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker, so I'm sure, it's going to be assessed on the kickoff. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on the running into the kicker.
I think an underlooked element on this Richland team is their ability to cover on kickoff. I mean, Westmont hasn't gotten the ball past the 20-yard line, I don't think, yet on kickoff. I mean, Mitch Timsick is showing off his leg, putting the ball, landing inside the 10 every time. I mean, that's a great shot. If he can get some air and some wind behind that, that's going to land in the end zone almost every time.
Yeah, and that was a point of contention the last couple of years. The special teams did give up a couple of big plays on kick returns. Something Fred Yanity and I talked about in Sponge over the last couple of years. Sometimes it was a little spotty. Looks like so far this year they're doing a really good job on kick returns.
Besides that one hiccup last week, I mean, I don't think they've let an opponent pass the 40.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. And you got to win special teams. You talk about it all the time. How important it is, Brian, for the team to really hold the team maybe around the 30-yard line or so. That's a huge win.
Yes, especially in high school, if you have a kicker, that is such a big weapon, such an advantage.
Yes, as Freddie used to say, it's very tough for any high school team to have to drive the ball 80 yards down the field. If you can keep them around the 20, 30, 70, 80-yard drives in high school are pretty impressive and sometimes pretty rare. So, as Mitchell Timpson getting a big workout with his leg tonight, as he's going to kick it off again. Torquato and Radovanek back deep for Westmont. This is Torquato again, and Torquato took a shot as he came across the 20, and a good special team is played by the Richland Rams.
That was Joey Ragno.
Yeah, Ragno having a good special teams game so far. Sponge had a couple big hits. Another one there.
Yeah, he's not afraid to hit.
Yeah, he's been on the bottom of a couple piles in the backfield, too, so he's having a good game.
All right, so the ball out to the, let's see where they spot this 24-yard line. Coming to Westmont Hilltoppers. You got to feel for them, down 42-0. Nothing going with them. I mean, hopefully they keep it in. I'm sure they're going to keep competing, try to put something on the board here.
Yeah, if the Rams don't score again for the rest of the game and hold the Hilltoppers from scoring, my score prediction would be perfect.
All right, this is Ray going to keep it himself as he squirts out the right side. Has a little bit of room as he turns it back inside. And is going to be dragged down. Still taking that pile forward. The last time he did that, he fumbled. That time held on as he crossed the 35-yard line to about 38.
Yeah, unfortunately for my score prediction, I don't see the Rams letting up anytime soon.
So first down for the Hilltoppers. Good job by Ray.
That looked more like the Westmont offense last year. Big scrum.
Yeah, just keep moving that pile forward. He kept turning his legs. But we saw that earlier, Sponge, and he put the ball on the turf. That time able to hold on to it. All right, Ray will go back into the shotgun. Torquato to his right. First down and 10. And this is Torquato. And he takes a shot as he tried to string it out to the left-hand side. He's taken down. I'm sorry, that was number 24. That is Josiah Jashinsky who had the interception for the Westmont Hilltopper. He was the ball carrier.
Hugh, Mala, and Ragno all on that tackle.
Well, I tell you, we've been mentioning their names a lot in those tackle Sponge. Really doing a good job.
Having a great defensive game.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want to see out of your middle linebackers. They're all scraping, filling holes, making big plays. I mean, Westmont hasn't really had the opportunity to do much on offense because the three middle linebackers.
No, loss on a play of 2, second down and 12. Quick throw to Torquato on the left side. He shakes a couple of tackles before he's taken down. Nate Pugh got a hold of him, along with a couple other Richland tacklers, and takes Torquato down. Positive yards.
Number 12, J.C. Ray's pass caught by number 21, Gavin Torquato. Pick up 7 on the play.
So they'll give him 7 on the play. Bring up third down and 5.
That brings up a Westmont. Third down.
6:25 remaining here in the first half. Richland again just up big, 42-0. If you're just joining us, it's been all Richland Rams here. We've already had a block punt for a touchdown and a punt return by Arnold McGarwa. And I think we might have our officials timeout maybe.
Yeah,
he was,
he was trying to reset the play clock to 25 seconds, and so they had to stop it to reset it.
All right, there you go. They're ready to go now. Under center now goes Ray. Third down and 5. And he runs into his own backer. Little busted play. That's going to go nowhere. Richland able to capitalize on that. He turned around, Dom, and ran into his own running back.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want to see. Miscommunication, down 42. I'm sure the coaches aren't really thinking more about a comeback. They just want to see a good, clean, hard-fought game played from here on out from the Hilltoppers.
It's going to be 4th down and 4, and Westmont's going to go for this. They have nothing to lose here. They've already had one blocked punt and 1 punt return. So
Two
they're
punt
gonna
returns.
Yeah, so they're going to get ahead and. Well, the one got called back though, so it didn't really stand right. We had a punt, block punt for a touchdown and one return. So Westmont going to go for it. 4th down and 4. They're at their own 44-yard line. Ray back to throw. Has to throw it quickly. Had a man breaking him out. Got the ball at the turf. That was a really good try there by Galati, but it hit the turf. And so Richland will take over on downs at the Westmont 44-yard line.
That was a great effort. He almost caught that one-handed.
He did. That was really impressive.
We got some other players in there now. We got Jimmy Malaskis that's entered the game.
Westmont's 44-yard line.
Number 62. Who's that guy?
Number 62 is Jacob Mathis. Did you see where he subbed in, Sponge?
He's at left tackle.
I'm surprised they didn't come across the line.
He did.
But the referee's not letting it go. The freeze play worked, and Westmont came and actually touched Richland player. We'll let it go. Big throw. This is Arnold McGarrett, and Arnold McGarrett is going to have his 2nd touchdown. So Jake Regan, right on the money. 44-yard strike to Arnold McGarrett. So Arnold McGarrett wants a piece of this chain here as well, Sponge.
It's Jameer's.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's pretty tough to beat 2 interceptions, a punt return that got called back, and that
2 touchdowns.
But I will say this,
2 touchdowns as well.
I will say this: Jake Regan is having one whale of a football game himself.
Those might be co-runner-ups.
Yeah, Sponge, I'll have to say, if it doesn't go to Jameer Christian, you better hand that chain to whoever you do give it to, because if you throw it, he's going to intercept it.
Puts that one through. We got to give that a good.
4:56 left in the first half. Your Richland Rams 49. Westmont.
No, that's not the one. I want
It's this one.
There we go. That's the one we want. We got to label these things.
Do we want that one, or do we want the laughing like they used to do on TV shows back in the day? Nah, the top right.
That's a cheer.
That one.
There we go. That's pretty good. Well, I'm sorry. So we're gonna have to label these. We found like a little fun thing on our roadie board at the top. So now we have a theme music. We have the laugh track. That moon's pretty cool up there too. If you don't see it, kind of clouded out a little bit. Beautiful moon to our right. Richland now up 49-0 with 4:56 still remaining in the first half. And
Guys, the new head coach for Westmont is a Forest Hills grad, I believe, right?
Yes, Josh Rearick.
You think Coach Bailey might take the foot off the gas now, just because he knows him?
I'm thinking, typically, we've seen it with Coach Bailey before. He'll play out the first half, and then pretty much from there we'll take the foot off the gas. I kind of expect him to keep going here in the first half just to finish it off.
I'll get his opinion at halftime.
Yeah, because we've seen it over the years, Sponge. Typically he will just keep running what he normally runs throughout the first half, and then we'll kind of lay off if there's if it's a huge lead, obviously. All right, Mitchell Timsick on to kick it away. Once again, Torquato and Radovonic deep back for the Hilltoppers. And as kick is away, it's a good kick. Fielded just right around the 12-yard line by Torquato. Comes up with speed, and Torquato hit. And he drags some players down to about the 35-yard line. So once again, good special teams by the Richland Rams. And I believe that was Tresnicki was in on the tackle. He's having a good game.
Yeah, Matt Hostettler came out early in the game. Tresnicki's really stepped it up. He's a very, very strong kid. Great guy to put in a defensive line, clog up the middle, although it hasn't really seemed like the Rams have had much problem getting in the Hilltopper backfield.
That's one thing that's kind of alluded, just a couple of quarterback keepers been the only things that really gained some yards. They're trying more of that quick passing now.
Just a reminder for people at home, keep tuned in at halftime. We're going to run senior spotlights this week.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait another week. The audio part's not working very, very well. So we'll run 4 of them. The next home game is we'll get that little hiccup worked out. We're getting video, good video, but the audio is just not coming through yet, and will be worked on. Dave Bebler will take care of that.
Ed, you want to go ahead and hit the? You want to go ahead and hit the button?
All right, this is for Sponge.
I really hope that goes through on the broadcast.
I do too. That's fantastic.
I heard it.
Sponge, if you get a chance, you made me think of something. Coach Bailey may actually have coached Coach Rearick when he was an assistant at Forest Hills.
All right, 2nd down and 5. And caught from behind is Ray.
I'll have to ask him that, Brian.
So virtually no gain on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Good pursuit again by the Richland Rams.
Yeah, Richland's ability to get in the backfield has really limited Westmont's passing game. And when they throw a deep ball, he's got no time to let the play develop. And even when they throw a short pass, I mean, he really has to just catch the ball and get rid of it, or else he's going to get hit in the backfield.
Yeah, Nate Pugh credited for the tackle.
Yeah, at some point, he's not throwing the ball for completions. He's just throwing the ball to get rid of it before he gets slobber knocked, as Sponge would say.
Yep. So Ray, 3rd down and 5 now. And Richland's come Mallow off the side. He's got to get away. It's picked off again. Alex Bond, I believe, but that's 30.
Yep.
And Alex Bond is going to find pay dirt again. 2nd touchdown in this game for Alex Bond. So Alex Bond joins the party on the interceptions. Zamir Christian has 2. Alex Bond now has 1 for a touchdown as well.
He really showed some speed on that return.
He took off.
AB can fly, guys. He has a lot of speed.
Yeah, I'll have to get some 40 times for the Rams for next week.
All right, so my prediction of the score was 56-0, which if this holds true, just saying, boys. Mitchell Timsick on to attempt the extra point. He's been perfect all year long. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Oh, it's blocked. So maybe I gave him the broadcaster's curse. That one was blocked. Almost the first one in this game when the fingertips got on it. But it still got through the uprights. That one was blocked. So Mitchell Timsick streak will end on the attempts. 55-0 now your score. And there's still 3:13 remaining here.
There goes your score, Ed.
I know. We got to get 1 point somehow.
1 point safety, Ed. There's always a chance.
Not going to happen. I mean, maybe Coach Bailey could decline 1 point. Yeah, we'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please get out your 50-50 tickets.
The 50-50s. Here we go.
I don't have any, Ed, so I'm hoping for you, man. Come on.
Getting dark in this booth, though.
Once again, the blue 50-50 tickets.
Let's see.
The winning number 3-6.
I'm already out.
Oh, my. Come on, Ed.
I didn't make it past 2 numbers. My goodness.
50-50 ticket. Winning number 360.
I didn't win either.
On 1. You can claim your prize of $625.
Wow, 625 was the pod tonight. That's pretty good.
Wow. Not even close. I had the 3. I felt good. Yeah, so close.
1 for what? How many numbers are on there?
A lot.
It was like my putting last weekend. 1 for 6.
All right, we're going to have a new kicker coming out for the Richland Rams to kick this one off.
I believe that's number 65, Gavin Sheets.
All right, Gavin Sheets going to kick it off. Nice low bullet taken by the up man. And they believe that's number 24. That is Josiah Brzezinski.
As low and hard as that kick was, that was only like a 4-yard return. The return or the coverage team got down the field very fast on that kick.
And give credit to that man. That was a bullet that was kicked.
Yeah, Brian, we've never golfed together, but from what I've heard, that's about what all your drives look like.
Brian's drives get about 10 yards off the ground, and they're just bullets. They're just lasers, and they go forever.
Yeah, except I doubt anyone's going to stand in front of one of those and catch it.
No. All right, 3:07 still remaining here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Come the Hilltoppers in a bad spot down 55-0 as Ray will go under center now. And he will hand this one off. Goes up the middle, and again, just a very stout defensive line by the Richland Rams, not allowing anything to go up the middle. Maybe a yard to the 35, maybe the 36, maybe 2.
I thought I see a flag come in there, but there's a yellow flag twirling in the background right behind the play.
Yeah, I saw that a little bit earlier, Brian. That had me a little bit confused as well.
2nd down and 8.
Hey guys, time for shout outs. A shout out to my wife Stephanie. She said you guys are doing great.
Thank you, Steph.
Also, we have a super fan, Linda, who was in the hospital. Someone texted me and asked to give a shout out to her.
Thank you for listening, Linda. We appreciate it so much. Hope you get well.
While we're on that, I'd like to give a shout out to my grandma and grandpa who are listening in from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So thanks for tuning in, guys.
2nd down, 8. Quick throw out to the right side. This is Stratton, who picks up a nice gain. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2. So he was able to pick up 4 yards on that pass play from Ray.
I believe that was Jackson Feitel on the coverage, and even though he made the reception, I can't say that I've seen any other high school football team drive on the ball like the Rams do. I mean, they are so fast to the ball and then just wrap them up. I mean, even if Feitel wouldn't have made that tackle there, he had linebackers flowing in, other defensive backs flowing in, defensive line flowing in.
Yep, all going to the ball. Ray back under center, 3rd down and 2. And it's a quick hitter up the middle and taken backwards by about 4 Richland Rams goes the ball carrier.
It looked like there was going to be a hole there, and it closed so fast.
Yep.
That was Pugh on the tackle. Guys, number 11, Jackson Moore is in, and 95, Riley Wolfhope. They're in right now.
All right, so 4th down again. Westmont going to go for it again. They opted not to punt. Last time in the same situation. Ball at the 42-yard line of Westmont. It's going to bring a 4th down and 2. Need to get
they
to
got
the
to hurry.
44th.
Yeah, they're below 10. So
Yeah, down to 6. And I think they're going to take a timeout here. Westmont will. Time was running down. Westmont will call the timeout. And I'm going to run down our sponsors list one more time. Thank you so much to everybody once again. This does not happen without all these wonderful sponsors. So thank you to Grayson Lawn Care, Malco's Market Basket, RNDT, Flair of Country, Vantage Physical Therapy, Slovenian Savings and Loan, State Senator Wayne Langerholtz, RPM Signs, Laura Auto Group, The 5th Eatery and Ale House, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Moore Family Dentistry, Next Gen Amusements, Johnstown Insider, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Erie Insurance, FWF Insurance, The Willow, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Chansoon Chong Medical Center, Cardellino Eye Care, Best Window and Door Company, Beauty Lawn, Beeline Express Trucking, DB Homes, Ashboro Landscape and Curbing, Advantage Auto Service, Advanced Office Systems, Able Pest Control, First Team Advertising, and First Summit Bank. And a big thank you to the Bistro. We were there for dinner tonight, had a wonderful dinner. One of the best chicken parmesan sandwiches I had. Dom got the same thing. Fantastic.
I believe that was my first ever chicken parm sandwich, and I was not disappointed whatsoever. It was absolutely delicious.
We are expanding Dom's palate, that's for sure. All right, 4th down and 2. Ray back to throw. Quick hitter over the middle. Let's see
He's
where they
got the
spot
first
this.
down.
He caught it at the 44. They're going to give him the 45. So had enough on that catch to get a first down.
we have a long season, but we're going to talk about all the things that Dom has not experienced.
Well, Dom is going to have a hot dog. He is going to have a hot dog, and I think this will happen next week.
We discussed this at dinner. I will eat a chili cheese dog
Ladies and gentlemen,
no mustard. With no mustard.
With mustard.
I gotta have a little bit of a say in this at least.
This kid has not ever had a hot dog. Can you believe that?
Or an Italian hoagie.
Yeah, he's never had an Italian hoagie. He doesn't even know what a hoagie is, he said. I mean, we got to correct all this.
I know my dad's sitting down there with an AirPod in, absolutely cackling listening to this because he's always on me about eating food and expanding what I eat, and I never do.
All right, that will be the end of the first half. Richland up 55-0.
I'm going to grab Coach here before he goes in.
We'll do a little recap of the scoring in that half, and there was many scores to talk about. Big half, Jameer Christian. Let's get a couple of names out there. Jameer Christian, Arnold McGarrett, Jake Regan, Nate Pugh having a big game with the tackles. Alex Bond having a massive game.
Yeah, Jackson Fitel picked up
Jackson
that punt.
Fitel having a great game. That's right. Picked up the punt. Made a couple big tackles.
It's hard to not mention Joey Mack and Grayson Marlowe when you're talking about Rams having a big game too.
And we're just going to catch Coach Bailey before he heads off to the Richland Ram locker room. And, if you're Westmont Sponge, like, what do you say to your guys at halftime down 55-0?
Warm up the bus. Let's get out of here.
No. Sponge.
Yeah, you just got to tell the kids. You got to be like, yeah, this isn't how we want it to go, but you do have to stay strong, play a clean game, play hard.
Points, right?
You can't control the scoreboard. You can do is control how hard you play.
Yep. All right, so we're going to have Sponge here with Coach Bailey.
We're just going to get out of the way of the man here. All right. Coach, up 55-0. Not much to complain about. It looks like you're cracking on all cylinders.
Yeah, Brian, kids played great in the first half. Executed everything in all three phases. So, we're going to go in and we'll probably do a lot of subbing. We respect Coach Eric and Westmont. But we have a lot of kids that love football. We're going to play hard for the next 24 minutes.
That was something we discussed. Maybe some younger players, but you have a JV game tomorrow at 10. You don't worry about that. Just get them in tonight. Experience the Friday Night Lights.
We have teenagers. They're not old like us, so I think they'll relish the opportunity to get some reps. We got a lot of seniors that deserve some opportunities. They aren't necessarily the starting lineup that work hard. I want to see them get out here as well and play.
I think the last thing to decide is who gets the chain. I think Jameer's in the lead.
There's a lot of guys doing well, but Jameer's done some special things today.
All right. Good luck in the second half.
All right, good job by Sponge as usual. We'll go ahead and step aside as it is halftime here at Herndon Field. The Richland Rams lead 55-0. You are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network.
High School marching band. The band is under the student leadership of Commanding Officer Colin Hall and drum majors Ian D'Agostino, Lynette Schmouder, and Nancy Ibarra. The band is proud to present for your halftime entertainment Ritmo and Fuego, a celebration of American music. Selections include Elko Ventura, Carl from Ipanema, and I Know You Want Me, Brenda Midway. Drum majors, if you please.
We are back with a great halftime. It was Richland band. Fantastic job on the field. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got to hear it. We put on a sound for you. Thanks to Sponge's Mike on the thing. Richland 55-0 as we head to the third quarter here. And what a big quarter it was, Dom. Lots of players to talk about. That goal chain can go to a multitude right now. I think Jameer Christian in the lead, but really, that goal chain can go to a whole host of Richland Rams right now.
Yeah, I mean, Jameer Christian, Arnold Magara, Alex Bond, Nate Pugh made some good plays. Joe Mack, punt block. I mean, from the way that the Rams are playing right now, if they continue to put this up, every single player from the Rams would be on that PIAA PA Players of the Week. I would not be surprised to see Arnold Magara and Jameer up there this week.
So, Brian, we're going to be in a running clock now. As Richland up 55 points, and you said now no longer does the play even stop on the first downs or anything. It just keeps running.
That's correct. I believe that was a change. So that'll.
All right, cool. We have some stats.
Sponge, you want to read some stats?
Go ahead.
So thanks to Robbie from the Tribune Democrat, we have Jake Regan has thrown for 227 yards and 4 touchdowns. Jameer Christian has 338 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So and he had a punt return call back for a touchdown. So thank you, Robbie Nagel from the Tribune Democrat. handing us stats. We love that. And again, we're going to throw this out there. Anybody that wants to join us and do stats for us, you are more than welcome.
You don't even have to be up here in the booth. You can sit down in the stands
and send it to us.
Yep, just send it to us.
We would love that. I just jotted down a couple of things. Just recapping the scoring real quick. As Westmont started with the football, saw some movement by them. They're actually moving the football pretty well. The ball was fumbled by Ray. And Richland recovered, got the ball right around their own 45-yard line. All capped off 3 plays later with a 4-yard run by Grayson Malla. Put the Rams up 7-0. Then there was a block punt attempt on the next series by Westmont. Jackson Feitel picks it up, takes it in the end zone for another Richland Ram touchdown, 14-0. Next series for Richland, Alex Bond catches a touchdown pass, puts the Rams up 21-0. Jameer Christian, a 35-yard pass play, puts the Rams up 28-0. Jameer Christian again on his 67-yard touchdown pass to cap off just an incredible first half by Jameer Christian. And then a 45-yard punt return by Arnold McGarwa, a 44-yard pass from Regan to McGarwa, and Alex Bond added an interception for a touchdown as well. Throw in a block punt by the Rams, and it's just an incredible football game all the way on from all 3 phases, as Coach Bailey said, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a pretty dominant showing tonight by Richland. The other thing, it's been a pretty clean game. There's only been 5 accepted fouls all game. 3 for 25 yards by Westmont and 2 for 20 yards by Richland. And it looked like Jacob Smith's down on the field warming up.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that as he was warming up, throwing to number 33, Kabod Charles, Jameer came flying in from the track and picked off one of the passes there. It must just be a reflex at this point.
All right, we'll try to catch some numbers back here deep for the Richland Rams. I think it's Cam Yeager. And I can't catch any numbers.
You guys, I'm going to try to give you some scores around town, too, after this.
All right, ball is kicked off. Nice low kick. And I think this is Cam Yeager who picks it up. And Yeager over 25, the 30, the 35. And he's taken down. Nice return by Cam Yeager up to the 37-yard line. Richland will take over first down and 10.
That was a great block on the edge there by Riley Wolfhope. It looks like he got a pancake.
Guys, it's Central Cambria is winning 7-0 over Bedford. Tyrone is up 14-0 on Central.
Please turn your headlights off. Again, please turn your headlights off.
Not looking good for me so far already, Sponge.
And Cambria 12, Forest Hills 2.
Okay, good game there. Jake Smith will bring the Rams out first down and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he will do a quarterback keeper as he gets over the 40-yard line, over the 45. Good run.
It's going to be a first down.
Jake Smith, first down, Richland.
Looks like the Rams are going to continue to push, even with some new players in the game. They're going to continue to get that push up front. I mean, Jake Smith went untouched for 7 to 8 yards there and just pushed forward for the first down.
So Caden Nagel in the backfield here with Jake Smith as the running back. Try to get some numbers out there.
Bishop Guilfoyle 7, Belfont nothing at half. That's a little surprise.
All right, Jake Smith. And he's going to do a quick pass out. That's number 15, Jordan Hip. And Hip unfortunately cannot hold on to the pass. Will fall incomplete. Second down and 10. And
Bishop
McCourt
McCourt,
right off the bat.
Bishop McCourt 21, Chestnut Ridge 0.
Yeah, and I've been around the block a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, it's like having Tony Romo up here. He's like calling the plays before they happen. He's looking at me going, this is what they're going to do. And so he called that play right off the bat. Good job by Dom.
Definitely don't want to pre-fire one. And I'd look really dumb if I said one that might happen and then got it wrong.
All right, second down and 10. This is handoff to Nagel. Nagel will take it over the 50-yard line before he's brought down.
Looks like a Ram down on the field.
Player down on the field.
We got Clearfield 14, Phillipsburg 8.
Sponge, that one's not looking too good for us.
Is that Evan Wadsworth?
Yes, it is.
All right, so while they tend to him, we'll go ahead and step aside. You're listening to the Richland Ram Football Network. All right, big round of applause as Evan Wadsworth is helped off the field holding his leg out, so hopefully he's going to be okay. We hope it's not too bad of an injury for him. He's putting some weight on it now. It's a good sign.
Yeah, I believe he suffered something a little bit earlier in the year. I hope that's not. I hope that he didn't just make his injury from earlier worse. I mean, we're wishing him a speedy recovery, and we hope that it's nothing too serious to begin with.
All right, 55-0 your score. 3rd down and 6 for the Rams. 9:47 here remaining in the third quarter. Smith throws it out. Just got it through the arms of the oncoming rusher. Lucky to get that ball through. Caught, but short gain on the play. Gonna bring up
Number 71, Luke Stape in for Wadsworth now.
Pickup of 2 brings up Richland.
I think he can be a key piece to the Richland offense here. Maybe a little bit later in this season, even into next year. He's got great size for an offensive lineman. I think they just need to teach him a little bit of technique, and he could be a huge key to this offense.
All right, 4th down and 4, all at the 49-yard line of Westmont. Jake Smith into the gun. And he will drop back. Fires over the middle. Has a man. That's caught. Should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, looks like he has it.
Yeah, looks like he just has enough. Westmont was pointing the other way, but that ball was caught at the sticks. Needed 4 and got 4.
Absolutely perfect play call by Coach Bailey there. He saw that the guy in the slot had an 8-yard cushion, so he just banged a little 5-yard hitch there, got the first down, and kept the drive going.
Good throw by Jake Smith. In rhythm throw. 1st down and 10 for the Rams. Now we're in the running clock here. Rams up 55-0. Jake Smith going to keep himself. Tries to bounce outside. Good coverage there by Westmont, and a little forearm shiver delivered by Jake Smith. He's going to lose the yard on the play, but he delivered a blow before he went out.
That was a great job to just put his shoulder down, get some extra yards. Definitely got the Richland sideline pretty hyped up right there.
They're all fired up. That's awesome. I think Sponge is fired up down there, too.
I'm very fired up.
I don't know, Sponge. You look a little cold down there in your shorts and T-shirt.
No, actually, when we first came here, it was windy, and I thought it was going to be a chilly night. It's beautiful down here. I don't need the sweatshirt this week.
Yeah, it's very nice up here, too, Sponge. Very, very, very comfy up here as well.
It's all right, Sponge. We're living in nature. We got the windows open and the door open, too.
Right. We have everything open. Clock down to 7:27 and running here in the third quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Rams. And this is run out to the left side. I believe that is Jordan Hitt.
Hey, Dom, I saw your dad at halftime, and he forgot his ear pods, so he wasn't listening.
Oh, he wasn't listening.
I filled him in on some things, and he said, it depends on what food you like, but if it's something you like, you really eat a lot of it.
That is very true. I'm definitely not short on any nutrients. I eat the foods that I like, I eat a lot of, and I eat them very often.
All right, 3rd down and 7 for the Rams. Jake Smith rolls out to his right, looking down the field to throw a little short pass. Caught inside the 30-yard line.
He fumbled. He fumbled.
That's Westmont's ball.
And Westmont's going to pick it up. Trying to catch the number of the receiver there.
Besides the fumble, that was a great play.
Is that number 12?
Riley Wolfhope.
That was number 95, Riley Wolfhope. Put the ball on the carpet there.
Okay, so Wolfhope puts the ball down. Westmont picks it up.
Jake Smith's pass, he played to the right side, following the fumble.
That drive was going really well for the Rams. They were moving the ball without much push from the Westmont defense there. Jake Smith had a couple big hits there, had a couple good runs. Pass game looked effective. They look like this tomorrow morning. I think they'll be in good shape.
All right, so Westmont comes out 1st and 10 after the fumble. Try to catch some numbers here of Westmont as well, as they're going to keep number 12, Justin Ray, in the quarterback. He hands this one off up the middle. Good job again by the Richland Ram defense. Makes the stop.
I think Westmont only had 10 on the field there for that play. And here comes number 11.
Did you count that, or did you hear?
No, I counted it.
Okay.
Ryan's used to doing that.
I was gonna say.
He's a little more advanced than we are.
I think they could go out there with 7, and I wouldn't even notice.
I think that kid was warming the bus up for them.
Oh, man.
I have a hard time before every play not counting one side.
It looks like on Westmont's roster here, they got a bunch of guys listed at multiple positions. It's almost like a little bit of a Brady Jones situation from Penn Cambria. As in the
Taking a long
scrimmage.
time in the huddle here as they come out. 2nd down and 9 as Ray will go under center. And Ray keeps it himself, rolls out, looks downfield. And no, should have been picked off. I think he was a little surprised by the play and put the ball down, so almost picked off.
I think that was number
Brady
80,
Mikulich.
Brady Mikulich.
Yeah, Mikulich almost had the interception.
Hey, Bri, there's no play clock when they have the running clock?
Sometimes you'll request to just keep that on the field in this situation.
Yeah, because they spent an awful long time in that huddle before that play call was made, and it's just sitting at 0.
Well, I looked up and saw 0, and it hasn't moved.
Yeah, no, they haven't had a play clock on the field the whole second half.
Oh, ball's out.
And the ball comes out of Ray's hands. Richland defense all swarms and stops him short, well short of the first down.
I believe that was number 24, Josiah Jasinski, who put the ball on the carpet, but I think Justin Ray was right there to pick it up, and luckily for the Hilltoppers, they actually gained a couple yards on that play.
Yeah, they're going to go for it on 4th down again down 55, nothing to lose here.
Isaac Ankeny had that tackle.
So 4th down and 4. I think Westmont's 0 for 2 so far in this game on 4th down plays. We'll see what happens here.
And the 0 for 2 on 4th down may be better than the results they've had from punting.
That's very true, Brian. That's a good point.
Yeah, unless they threw probably 4 or 5 pick sixes in a row on 4th down, it couldn't get much worse than their punt game has been today.
All right, Ray rolls out to his right, steps, throws, and that will fall incomplete. Richland over again, takes over on down. So another good 4th down play by the Richland Rams. Yeah, getting back to there, we've had a blocked punt for a touchdown. We've had a return on a punt for a touchdown. So.
Had a return for a touchdown called back for a holding penalty.
Yep. So 14 points on the board, which usually could have been 21 points on the board off of punts.
It looks like number 78, Evan Wadsworth, is up and moving on the Richland sideline, so that's good to see him
That's
up.
Great to see.
Yeah, good to see.
All right, so the Rams going to come out 3:14 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Again, we are in a running clock, 55-0 here from Hurlinger Field. Glad you can join us. Smith back to throw. Throws it out to his left. Oh, I think he was running before he caught the ball. Good throw.
I believe that was number 80, Brady Mikulich.
Yeah, and he's pointing to himself. He knew he had. I think he looked upfield. He wanted to get that ball and go, and then just forgot to wrap it up.
To be fair, there was a lot of green out in front of him there. It was just him in the corner. So if he beat the corner there, that could have been a walk-in touchdown.
Yeah, I think his eyes lit up. He saw that green grass. Just took a little peek and took his eye off the ball. So incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 for Richland. Smith keeps it himself. Goes forward, gets over the 30-yard line to about the 29.
Still a really good push from the Rams offensive line there.
Jake Smith on the keep up the middle. Pick up a 3. Tackled by number 76, Bryce Oliver.
Jackson Moore checking in now.
That brings up a Richland. 3rd and 7.
You got to credit Zach Rugg. He's a really good line coach. He always has the line ready.
Dahlman is saying this is going to be a pass play here on 3rd down and 7.
I mean, that's just a guess. I mean, it's 3rd and long. I doubt the Rams are just going to run the ball up the middle here.
Now, quick throw. Little quick hitch out to the right side. The ball incomplete. Again, just kind of out of the hands. Good throw by...
Yeah, you see the inexperience of some of these guys getting in the game for the first time, and Jake's right on the money with them. They're just dropping them.
Yeah, it just seems like they want to go with it, Sponge. Like they just want to start running with it, and then kind of forget to secure the football.
A little too excited.
Although we'll have to give Isaac Ankeny some credit there. A lot of receivers don't have the wherewithal to, on a play that close, to make sure the whistle blows before you stop chasing the ball.
Yeah, Brian, I was just going to say that was a great job to not get in his own head and think about, hit the hands. It was a great job to get out of there and make sure it got out of bounds.
All right, 4th down and 7. Richland going to keep this one on the ground. They will not get the first down and turn it over on downs.
That might have been a good spot to try a field goal. You know, you never know when you're going to need that field goal.
I agree, Sponge. It's it may not seem that big right now, but say that next week or a couple weeks down the line,
Westmont starts the drive at their own 26.
that could be 3 points can make or break a game.
Thanks to my wife, she just sent me a message. We're showing second quarter on
Got
the
caught
That's actually
sleeping.
the third quarter, so
That is that. It
Dom's
is
on that. So,
I got caught sleeping, guys. Sorry.
So we took care of that. Come on, Brian. I like it. There we go.
Hey, Dom, your dad said when you eat that hot dog, he wants to see it.
We'll have to send him a video of
We'll
me
send
eating
him
the
a
chili cheese
video. We'll
dog.
take some pictures. That's right. Dom eating a hot dog with mustard on it.
No, I can't eat mustard.
Oh, yes, you can, buddy. You're going to do it. You're going to like it. I'm telling you. All right, handoff. And again, good play by the Richland Ram defensive front. Able to stop the ball carrier pretty quickly, maybe after a yard or two gain.
68 on the bottom of that.
That's going to be the end of the quarter.
Hey, Dom, your dad also said you did have hot dogs when you were a kid, a baby.
That had to have been way before I formed a memory or formed a thought.
That brings us to the end of the
All right, so Dom, you get to read the sponsors list again.
All right, special thank you to First Summit Bank, First Team Advertising, Able Pest Control, Advanced Office Systems, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape and Curbing, DB Homes, D-Line Express Trucking, Beauty Lawn, Best Window and Door Company, Cardolino Eye Care, Chan Soon Shong Medical Center, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, The Willow, FWF Insurance, Erie Insurance, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Johnstown Insider, Next Gen Amusements, More Dentistry, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Precious Metals and Diamonds, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Laura Water Group, RPM Signs, State Senator Wayne Langerholt, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Vantage Physical Therapy, Flare of Country, RNDT, Market Basket, Mahalco's, and Grayson Lawn Care. Once again, special thanks to all of our sponsors, and I would like to give a shout out to the Richland Boosters. You know, they feed the boys well. They take good care of them. They take care of us with our shirts. Yep. So special thanks to all the sponsors and the boosters.
Thanks to Big Dogs Bar and Grill. I mean,
for sure.
It's good to go out there after every home game. Mike Zions does such a great job down there. So thank you, Mike, for taking care of the kids for sure.
And we had talked about stopping there
Before
Johnstown game.
Yes.
Before the Johnstown game.
Yes. Next week, again, remember, next week is a Thursday night game. It's the 9-11 game at the Sargent Stadium at the Point. So, remember, again,
So Ed and I will be, and probably Brian, be up past our bedtime.
but I don't have to work on Friday, so I'm good. Yeah. How about that? All right, first down and 10. Or it's actually second down and 8 for the Hilltoppers. Ray throws this one out to the left side. Caught and complete for a first down by Westmont.
I think it really shows the culture at Richland that no matter who's on the field, what group of guys you got out there, all 11 helmets are flowing to the ball at all times. They're all trying to get on the tackle. They're all trying to make first contact. I just think that shows the culture and why Richland has had such a successful past and will continue to have a successful future.
All right, ball at the 36-yard line now. Westmont first down and 10.
And that was Janicola Cease on that last tackle.
Yeah, great job of driving on that.
Ethan Lesniski just checked into the game. And this is going to be a handoff going up the middle. And again, Richland does a really nice job stopping the ball carry after a short gain to the 40.
Lesniski was on the bottom of that pile there, just as you called his name going in.
Yep, steps onto the field, makes a tackle. Good job by Ethan. 4-yard gain on the play. Again, we're in a running clock, so 11:02 remaining here in the ball game. Richland up 55-0. And Ray will go under center. And Ray will put this one into the gut of the ball carrier. I believe that's number 3. If I see it correctly, Camden Brandt.
That was a great pursuit by number 68, Gino LaMonica, coming back for his senior year of football. He just ran right through the line of scrimmage there, chased down the ball carrier for maybe a gain of 1, maybe no gain on the play.
He was a running back 2 years ago, and he took a year off and came back, and he's playing line. He looks great at line.
I was going to say, great to see Gino. Yeah, it looks good, looks big.
Yeah, Gino had an injury with his knee a couple weeks before I had mine. So
He had like a 75-yard touchdown run.
yeah,
when he got
that
hurt.
is
Yeah.
true. I believe he tore his ACL, but
Yep. All right, so ball at the 41-yard line.
yeah, I'm glad to see him back on the field.
3rd and 5 for Westmont.
I was officiating that game he got hurt.
Oh, brutal. Quick throw out by Ray,
Nice catch by number 7,
by Galati.
Tyler
And
Galati.
that'll come out to the 45-yard line, short of the first down. 4th down and about 1.
Number 12, Justin Reyes, quick pass. Number 7.
We got an injured player.
An injured player on the field.
1 yard short of the first down.
Yeah, he's
Actually,
okay.
it's Galati. I think he got back up okay. He's going to head to the huddle.
He's going to end up heading to the sideline.
Yep, limping a little bit. So 4th down and 1. Again, Westmont 0 for 3 now on 4th down conversions. Just one a little bit shorter than the ones they've had before.
And Brian, it's been kind of a little boring game for you. No, nothing to call out the refs on. They've done a great job. There hasn't been too many penalties.
Yeah, the referee, Brian Burt, for the game, he's actually now the district rules interpreter. He got the position after I gave it up 2 years ago, so Brian knows how to officiate a football game.
All right, 4th down and 1. Handoff. And Westmont will pick this one up. First 4th down conversion by the Hilltop.
We got a flag. There might be a hold.
So while they're on that, Brian, I have a question for you. How long do you let a player stay down before, as a referee, you tell him that he has to go take a play off or two? Because last week, Bishop Guilfoyle's quarterback, Justin Wheeler, he took a couple really good shots. Grayson Mala, Braden Epper just gave him slobber knockers, as Sponge would say. How long do you let someone stay down and get back up before they got to go take a play off?
There'll be times if a player's down, you'll ask them, "Are you okay?" And sometimes they'll tell you, "Yeah, just give me a second." If they're talking to you, telling you, they're okay. Now, if they get up and they're kind of wobbly, then they're not okay. You're going to send them off. But sometimes, there's conversations going on down there in the field that we can't hear up here.
There's a face mask called on the end of that play. McMasters had to carry and took a face mask, so it puts the ball deeper into Richland territory as Westmont is on the move with 8:18 remaining on the clock here in the ball game. Again, this one not close, 55-0 Richland, but Westmont looking to look for anything, and they moving the football nicely, looking to get a score.
That's enough for Westmont. First down.
So 1st down, Westmont. They're at the Richland. Trying to see where this ball is spotted at about the 28-yard line, 27-yard line. As Ray will go under center. And Ray, hand us off. I think this is McMasters again, or LeMasters, excuse me, Jarrett LeMasters.
He's been running the ball well. He's been putting his head down, running through the hole. He's got a couple good gains.
Very low to the ground, very stocky, very low to the ground. And he picks up about a yard.
Yeah, he's listed at 5'7", 155 pounds.
Yeah. So Lesneski got credited for another tackle here.
Looks like number 80, Brady Mikulich, subbed in at free safety.
They call it no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. And going in the I formation here for the Hilltoppers. The Masters again, and the Masters met as he maybe picked up a yard or two. Bring up 3rd down and about 8.
Yet again, 9 to 10 blue helmets flown to the football after first contact. I mean, as a defensive coordinator, seeing this group of guys in and just flowing to the football, doing everything that we saw at the very start of the game. I mean, the Rams have lost absolutely no integrity throughout the course of this game.
Guys, scores around the district. Bishop McCord is up 21-0 in the 4th quarter against Chestnut Ridge, and Guilfoyle is still only 7-0 against Bellefonte in the 4th quarter.
Sounds like there's a good game over there.
I think Forest Hills beat Bellefonte 35-0 last week, so good on them to come back. 3rd down for the Hilltoppers. Going to throw this one for the end zone. Contact in the end zone, but no flag comes out. Brian looked at it, might have been a little contact there.
Yeah, and they both, there can be contact if you're both, you both have an equal right to the ball. None.
Yeah, I would have been surprised to see pass interference on that play. It looked like they were both maybe getting a little handsy, both going for the ball a little bit. I'd be surprised if they could have singled one of those two out and called a pass interference on him.
Yeah, you do have that situation sometimes where both players are taking a little advantage with their hands. And
We got Penn Cambria up 18-9 on Forest Hills. And Somerset's up 19-8 on Johnstown.
All right, there you go. That's a win for me right there.
Did you take Somerset?
I took no, Somerset was winning, yeah, right?
Yeah, I took Somerset as well.
Okay. Oh, so it's a win for me. That's good for me.
Yeah, but I'm one ahead of you, so.
All right, Willed into the end zone here by Ray. Looking
Picked
for
off.
man. Picked off.
He's going to bring it up.
Now
Nope.
he's going to take a knee. Smart move. So another interception by the Richland Rams. Their fourth of the game. As Jameer Christian has 2. Alex Bond has 1. And who's the number on that, Sponge?
I believe
16.
16.
So Austin Ankeny gets the fourth Richland interception. And that keeps us one at 55-0.
I'm more impressed with the fact that he went down in the end zone rather than him actually picking the ball off, because on Friday nights, if you get a pick, you're going to want to go try and make a play downfield. You know, you're going to want to go try and make something happen. But that was actually the very smart decision to just go down in the end zone, give your team the ball, and give them a chance to form a good drive and score here.
Absolutely. Take the knee. Don't allow anything else bad to happen. Great job by Ankeny.
Penns Valley up on Bald Eagle 14-0.
Wow, that surprises.
That could be a loss. I don't like that, Sponge. Yeah, what the heck?
Well, that would be a loss for everybody, I believe.
I think we all missed on that one.
Yeah, but I need to pick up wins on you guys. I should have picked all against you guys. What I should have done. And there's going to be a hold on Richland. Yep. Probably when they're going to come back. As I was hip on the reception.
Pretty good moves in the open field there. Right? He made a couple guys miss, got to the sideline.
Caught by number 15, Jordan Hipp.
Bedford 14, Central Cambria 13 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's a good game.
Tyrone 14, Central 0 in the fourth quarter.
All right, so hold on to Richland Rams. This one's going to come back 10 yards. Still first down and 10 with 4:20 and counting here in the ball game.
Richland's 10-yard line.
And I'm sure Richland just wants to end this one with the football in their hands, so looking for a first down or 2. Smith, empty backfield for him. And he'll keep it himself, goes up the middle, nice run. Picks up a few yards. 4 yards.
Rams definitely have some ground to make up on second down here.
So how much leeway would you give them without a play clock? Ryan, how much leeway would you give them, let's say if they go to huddle up? How much time would you give them to actually, hey, you got to break the huddle and make it start a play here?
Yeah, it's almost like JV, kind of like how you run JV underclass games. You give them a little extra, and you kind of go by feel. Yeah. If you're the referee, you know, like it feels like a long time. Okay, break the huddle and go run a play.
So the clock down to 3:13 and counting in this one. Smith back to throw. Has a man, and again, just looking upfield, just can't hold on to the football. They all want to make a play, just looking, they want to take off, and they're forgetting to catch the football first. So another drop pass. We'll bring up third down and 16. Jake's delivering the football very, very well.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be too anxious back there. Seems to be taking his time delivering good passes. Unfortunately, just at the receiver's hands.
A lot of confusion trying to get all these players in. Some are coming on, some are coming off.
Yeah, definitely like what Coach Bailey said. Definitely going to try and sub in. Maybe these group of guys don't have as much chemistry. But
was that Raleigh Wolf?
I believe, in number 34.
Well, here comes an illegal. He's calling timeout before they call legal substitution.
All right, so timeout for Richland. Clock down to 2:20. All yours, Brian.
I gave the
just one more time.
All right. Again, thanks to our sponsors, Grayson's Lawn Care, Mahelko's, Market Basket, RNDT, Flair of Country, Vantage Physical Therapy, Slovenian Savings and Loan, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, RPM Signs, Laurel Auto Group, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, Precious Metals and Diamonds, Pinnacle Chiropractic, More Dentistry, Next Gen Amusements, Johnstown Insider, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, Erie Insurance, FWF Insurance, The Willow, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, The Soon Chung Medical Center, Cardolino Eye Care, Best Window and Door Company, Beauty Lawn, Beeline Express Trucking, DB Homes, Ashbro Landscape and Curbing, Advantage Auto Service, Advanced Office Systems, Able Pest Control, First Team Advertising, and First Summit Bank.
All right, 3rd down and 16. Come the Rams off the timeout. Smith going to roll out to his left, looking down the field. Whips it down the field, looking for the man down the field who has had a step.
Guys, I'm here with a couple guys that are fans of the game, the student fans of the game. Who do we have here?
Wesley Belknap, Zayshawn Brown, Dylan White, Brian Orr, Chase Asher, Dylan Savanta.
Well, what's the sign you have here?
It's just of our buddy, Jake Negan.
Jake Negan?
Yep.
He looks like he's pretty young there.
Yeah, he is. He's a real inspiration to us and to the team.
You guys were loud and proud tonight. You play other sports. I'm glad you're here supporting the guys for football. This guy down here is a good golfer, right?
Yeah.
Wes Dunlap.
Hello.
Doesn't have much to say. This is the guy that talks here. These two play basketball. I know that. How's the knee?
It's doing good. We're cleared. We're good. We're ready for the season.
All right, Dylan, you ready for the season?
Yes, we're going to be very good.
All right. Chase Asia, how's it going, buddy?
Going good. How about you?
Good. You guys, this was pretty much a snoozer tonight.
Yeah.
You're going to be there Thursday night, right?
I will be there Thursday night. Could have got 100.
You guys got to be there Thursday night. Big game.
Yep.
All right. Yep. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Good job, Sponge.
Richland took the timeout.
Richland takes a timeout with 1:29 left on the clock. This one way out of control, 55-0.
What do you think here? Do you think they're going to punt it, try and preserve the shutout, go for it?
Yeah, I think they're going to punt it away.
Punt it away?
That'd be my guess.
Yeah, I mean, this has been such a team effort. It'd be a shame to give away the shutout at the very end of the game, especially in some, with a minute left in the game. I know that would anger a lot of the Richland coaching staff and, every single player on the roster if they gave up the shutout with a minute left in the game.
Yeah, let's see what Richland does here. As they come off the timeout, head back to the field. We'll see if they put a punter back. I think Jake Smith is going to go back and punt. So again, down to 1:29 left in the ball game. Jake Smith gets this one away. High punt, short punt, but very high. Great hang time. And it takes a bounce towards Westmont's way.
Little surprised he jumped on that, didn't let it continue to bounce. Could have given
would have gone a lot further. Yeah, it was
got a better field position.
Took a big Westmont bounce. So Westmont will take over inside the 25-yard line.
Very high, but not very far. Westmont starts their drive.
And for the first time, I was able to hand out the chain early because, the game was in hand. And Jameer Christian is the MVP chain wearer this week.
Yeah, he did a great job. Great game by Jameer Christian and all the Richland Rams. But, a standout game from Jameer.
He's flexing around the sideline right now. We can see him jumping around with it in his hand.
Yep, 2 touchdowns for him tonight, 2 interceptions. Just a whale of a ball game. Clock down to 47 seconds.
After I interview Coach, I'm going to interview Jameer and Arnold.
All right, so the ball at the 23-yard line of Richland for the Westmont Hilltoppers. Looking to put some sort of score on the board here. Down 55-0. As we have a new quarterback in the game for Westmont. It's number 3 for the Hilltoppers. That's Camden Brent, who hands it off. And that will probably be the end of the ball game. I don't think Westmont's going to run another play as we're at the 19 seconds.
before the game ends, Ed, great score prediction. Unfortunately, you were just as wrong as I was.
I was 1 off. That's amazing, isn't it? 1 off.
That's a pretty good shot.
I think I get this one. No. I get this one, Sponge. I get this. Thank you.
Then we got to give me that for calling Jameer Christian player of the game.
You did. You did a fantastic job.
I'm bowing up here in the booth.
You get this one.
I'll tell you what, I never knew that chain was going to be such a hit this year, but I'm glad I bought it.
It was fantastic. Yeah, it's a great honor for those kids. They all wanted Grayson Mallow wanted it back again from your conversation with him. So that's what he's playing for, to get that chain back. But Jameer Christian can't say enough about what a great game he had tonight.
Hey, Sponge, you could head down to one of our sponsors, Precious Metals, and get a little bit of a nicer one for next year.
I do know the owner, so maybe he'll hook me up.
I think it was a big gold R. A couple of diamonds around it. That'd be sweet.
Have you guys ever seen the San Diego Padres home run chain? When they hit a home run and they come back into the dugout, they get a huge gold chain, and it has like a little Padres logo that spins.
Nice. All right, so the Rams just took this one start to finish. It all started on the early goings of this game. On the first drive from Westmont, they fumbled it. As they got into Richland territory, the pile kept moving forward as Justin Ray would not go down, but unfortunately got stripped of the football. Richland took the ball and culminated a drive, a 3-play drive, and capped off with a 4-yard run by Grayson Malla. Then another Richland stop, and Westmont has to punt, and a block punt by Joe McInerney leads to Jackson Feitel touchdown. Then Alex Bond on the next possession by Richland catches a touchdown pass in the back of the left corner of the end zone, puts the Rams up 21-0. Then Jameer Christian caps it off with a 35-yard pass on the next drive. Rams go up 28-0. And then Jameer Christian again on a 67-yard pass play from Jake Regan. And the Rams at this point are just rolling. And then a 45-yard punt return by Arnold Magera. Another 44-yard pass reception by Arnold Magera. And then Alex Bond, touchdown off the interception, caps off just an incredible night by the Richland Rams all the way around.
Yeah, and I would like to give some props to a couple players who we didn't hear their name as much tonight, but still played an incredible game. The first one being Brody Hollis. Didn't get his name called for a bunch of tackles tonight, but he was clogging up the middle, making them bounce outside, getting pressure on the quarterback, maybe forcing a couple of those interceptions. Ashton Roberts had a couple nice wrap-ups in the backfield and let people flow to the ball and make a couple nice plays. Obviously, Jake Regan threw for, 4 touchdowns? I mean, that's an incredible game.
Yeah, and Nate Pugh.
Nate Pugh's
game a lot tonight. He had a really good game. A lot of tackles made by Nate.
I'd be interested to see how many special teams tackles Joey Ragnow had tonight, because he had a few.
Yeah, Joe Ragnow had a really nice game. He had a lot of hard tackles by him.
Such a complete win for the Rams tonight. I mean, they just fed off that energy from last week, continue to play together, and that's exactly what we could see every single week if the Rams continue to play this hot.
Yeah, and how easy would it have been to have them have a letdown game after such a big game last week, going into Altoona and beating Bishop Guilfoyle at Mansion Park. Easy to come to this game and know your opponent. And again, you don't want to disrespect them in any way, but they are a new team. It's a whole new system, and how easy the Rams could have come out and been sluggish, and they didn't from the jump, Brian.
No, they had the foot on the pedal from the opening kickoff, and it just it was impressive performance in really all 3 phases of the game today.
Yeah, Coach Bailey now still addressing the team here at midfield before when he breaks, we'll get Sponge to grab him. And tell us about these meetings that happen here at midfield, Dom.
After a game like this, I can't think of any negatives that the coach could have to say tonight. I mean, everyone played so complete. Everyone played together. Coach Bailey just saying, remember the win. Remember how it felt to win. But you got to come into next week and work because next week is probably the biggest game of the season.
Dom likes to keep talking.
I understand.
Hey, pretty good win tonight. You got to relax there in the second half. Get a lot of players involved. Big game coming up next week.
Yeah, I mean, we said to the kids, we got to be prepared to respect everybody. We came in and we played really well in that first half, and we were able to get a lot of guys rested in the second half. Huge game on Thursday night upcoming. A lot of respect from the court. They got a great roster of kids, and it's a big rivalry. We're really excited. Our kids are excited.
We explained to the fans that there's a city trophy this year, and you got the first win in that. What do you think about the?
Well, we've been, since I've coached here, we've been playing for that city trophy. I mean, Johnstown came into the league in the early 2000s, and I think everybody's won it at one time or another, the mythical city trophy. Now with Ken Salem and Thomas Automotive, they've kind of made it a trophy thing, and it's similar to the Commander-in-Chief trophy that the Air Force, Navy, and Army play.
And with that Thursday game, how do you prepare differently this week with one less day to prepare?
Yeah, I mean, we just do a couple things differently. We'll come in tomorrow and kind of do our normal Monday work, and then Monday's practice will be our normal Tuesday, and everything just gets pushed back. But we're excited. We took a little bit of a peek ahead at these guys, so we think we know what's coming.
Okay, one last question, off-the-wall question. Did you watch the Eagles last night?
Until the delay.
Did you see the beginning of the game? The defensive lineman spit on the quarterback. You're a quarterback at Forest Hills, University of Connecticut. Anybody ever spit on you?
No, that wasn't like a thing. I'm an old man, so I was playing back in the 90s, but I don't remember ever getting spit on.
Yeah, that was awkward. Hey, good luck next week. We'll see you Thursday.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Sponge. I'm sure you're going to try to grab Jameer Christian if you can.
Sponge, if you don't see him,
he's got the big chain on, so
he's facing away from you down towards the exit a little bit. They're already good. He's along the fence.
Yeah, Jameer waiting for his moment to be interviewed by a Sponge with the chain around his neck.
They want him off.
A Sponge makes his way over.
He said turn in.
Here he comes.
Here we go.
Guys, I have Jameer Christian. He is our MVP. He's wearing a chain for this week.
Yes, sir.
Last week, you were up for Player of the Week for like the state.
Yup.
And then you brawl out like this tonight.
Yeah.
2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns,
Yes, sir.
1 punt return callback.
Just had to come out and do business to show McCourt what we have for next week. We have a big game next week. We just had to come out here and finish business.
It was good to have that big lead, and you guys could just relax the second half.
Yeah, it was really nice. We could just chill, save our bodies, and be ready for McCourt next week.
So, what do you think about playing on a Thursday night?
I like it because there will be a lot of people in attendance and just show them how we play Richland football.
All right, buddy. Good luck and great game.
Thank you.
And then I have Arnold McGurra here. You were second for the chain. You had 2 touchdowns and had a nice game, but Jameer just did a little bit more.
The 2 picks, yeah, he deserved it. Well decided.
Looks like a pretty good dynamic duo out there.
Yeah, love to see it. 2 wide receivers having a day.
And then you got a third guy that's kind of stepping up here. AB number 30, Alex Bond.
Yeah.
You needed that third guy, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Alex has been doing his thing these last 2 games. And we got Jackson. Jackson will be able to step up our next game, too.
Now, you got a big game on a Thursday night. You got to prepare a little different this week, move everything up a day. Is that going to feel weird?
Yeah, it's gonna feel weird, but we'll definitely be well prepared for this upcoming game against McCourt.
But you know what's going to happen with the Thursday night and everyone else playing on the weekend. Everybody's going to be at that game.
There, yeah.
You going to be hyped for it?
Yeah, definitely. A little nervous, but yeah, definitely hyped.
Nothing to be nervous about. Just do your thing.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, good job as usually, Sponge catching those players. Always great to hear their voices. You don't get to hear them a lot, so great job by Sponge. Great job with the chain, too. I think it's a really cool idea. Always want to be the one walking away that game with the chain on. Just hopefully you get it back next week. That's all. You got to track. I'm sure you probably track down Grayson Mella. Get that chain back off him this week. You'll have to get to Jameer and get that chain back as well.
Yeah, I'm sure Arnold McGarrett's coming for that next week.
Yeah, I know where to find them all. I'll track it down.
There you go. All right, so final thoughts, everyone. Dom, your final thoughts on this one?
That was just a great, complete game played by the Rams. I think that was a great preview for what we're going to see next week at McCourt. They're just going to continue to bring the intensity. They're going to continue to hit hard. They're going to continue to throw the ball, and I think they're going to win it in the trenches next week.
Brian?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hard-hitting game next week. I think it's going to be a close one. I'm excited to see the game unfold because I think it's going to be one of the instant classics.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a big football game. Anytime those teams get together, no matter if one is down, that's always a lot of energy in that game. It's definitely gonna be a lot of hard hitting. There's a nice rivalry going between the McCourt Carroll Crushers and our Richland Rams. So should be interesting. Again, remember it's a Thursday night game. So if you're looking to tune in on Friday, you're gonna be a day too late. Make sure you tune in on Thursday night, and we will be at Sargent Stadium at the Point for the big clash between the Crusaders and the Rams. So on behalf of the Richland Football Network, I'm Ed DiMartino along with Dom Shank, Brian Schmidt, and Brian the Sponge Brett. We'll say goodnight. Richland takes this one big, 55-0. We'll see everyone again next week. Be safe and have a great week, everyone.